Casey Jones. That is the starting five for the Bellevue Bruins in their black jerseys here tonight. For the home team on the scoreboard in the Trojans of Dakota State University, it's head coach Dave Moe in his third season, assisted by Jamal Branco and Tom Kaler. It'll be number 1, a sophomore guard from right here in Madison at 5'10", Jesse Giles. Number 2, a sophomore at 5'9" from Hartford, Ashlyn McDonald. Number 10, a sophomore guard from Webster at 5'10", Olivia Bresky. Number 20, a senior guard at 5'7", also from Webster, Lindsey Vogel. And number 31, a freshman forward from Beaver Creek, Minnesota at 6 feet, Sydney Fick. The starting five for the Trojans. They are in their gray jerseys here in this contest. The Trojans will move left to right as we see it here in this first half, and right to left for the Bellevue Bruins. The Bruins bench is just off to my right. The Dakota State bench down to my left. Our officials here for this women's game: Tyson Bodlak, John Garrow, and Connor Singheson. And again, we welcome you inside the Helena broadcast booth. And getting jerseys adjusted out on the court. We are ready to rock and roll, and we are underway as the Bruins control the tip. It's into the hands of Pankey, who will set up the offense. Man-to-man defense here. Pankey swings it to the near wing. On the move, it is Faith Ross. Ross feeds it into the near corner. This is Jones. Back out on top. 3 on the way. In and out, no good. That was Faith Ross with the 3. Defensive rebound for the Trojans. McDonald controls it for DSU, picks up her dribble, bounce past the near wing. Jesse Giles on the attack. Giles feeds baseline. It's kicked out to the far wing. 3 on the way. You betcha! It's Ashlyn McDonald for 3, and it's a 3-0 advantage. Not quite a minute gone by in this opening quarter. Ball in the far wing here for the Bruins. Ross rolling to the top of the key, feeds it off to Jones. Jones into the blocks. Alexis Martinez kisses one off the glass, but a little too hard. Defensive rebound for the Trojans. McDonald headbands it to Giles. Back to McDonald. It's Vogel getting a touch, top of the key. Vogel on the drive. Left side has her ball blocked, gets it back. Lindsey Vogel dribbles out far wing. Up top to Giles. Into the hands of McDonald, near wing. 3 on the way, off the iron, no. 3 was taken by Bresky. And an offensive rebound on the far side by McDonald. A fresh shot clock here for the Trojans. McDonald on the drive, kicks out to Vogel near wing. Nearly lost it out of bounds. Vogel keeps her dribble, gives it to McDonald, swung far side. On the move, and a foul as we have Sydney Fick on the drive. We're going to get a blocking foul against the Bruins, and it's going to be Jerane Richardson. So Richardson picks up her first personal. Team's first of the half. Trojans inbound the basketball, far wing. Fick now up top to Vogel. Vogel on the drive, kicks back to Fick. 3 on the way for Fick, won't drop. Defensive rebound collected in by Ross. Faith Ross will bring the ball up the courts. 8:15 and counting left in this first quarter. Nice move down low. Alexis Martinez can't finish. Gets her own rebound from the left side. The putback is up and good. Martinez wanting a foul call but didn't get it. Alexis Martinez, first bucket of the game for the Bruins. 3-2 Trojans. Ball on the far side. Now back up top, Giles. Bresky give it to Giles, to Vogel, looking into the blocks, to McDonald. McDonald kicks it out, nearly was out of bounds. Giles on the drive, contested shot up off the iron, no. Defensive rebound down low. That was Richardson pulling it in. Richardson to the far wing into the hands of Casey Jones. Jones passes down low to Martinez, and Martinez is fouled and will head to the line for 2. A quick spin move on the far block, and good positioning there by Alexis Martinez. As the foul is going to be called on Olivia Bresky. That is Bresky's first personal, team's first of the half, as we have Dakota State substitutions. Checking in for the first time, sophomore center at 6'2" from Canova, number 45, Morgan Kepsel, as Martinez's first free throw is off the mark. Also in, number 14, freshman forward from Kiel, Wisconsin, at 6 feet, Savannah Walsdorf. And we had one other sub as well, as Martinez's second free throw is up and good. Freshman guard from Lennox at 5'5", number 21, Riley Peters. Full court pressure here. The Trojans get the ball over the timeline. And it's going to be Kepsel with it. Feeds it to the near wing to Walsdorf. Up top, Peters. Peters far wing to McDonald. Giles in the corner. Giles dribbles back up top. Swung near side. Three, no. Yes, a sidestep on a three, but it's off the mark for Riley Peters. Peters pump fake, dribbled to the left. Got a clean shot, but couldn't hit. Nearing 7 to go in this first quarter. A long three is off the mark. It was taken there by Ross. Defensive rebound to the Trojans. Kepsel has it, getting it from Walsdorf, goes back to Walsdorf. Walsdorf on the drive, left side, scoop shot up, no good. Martinez pulls in the defensive rebound. Under 7 to go, we are tied at threes. Here in this first quarter, open three on the way, off the iron, no. That three look from the near side by Jones. Defensive rebound, Giles. Giles wants to push, goes down the court. Coast to coast, can't finish from the left side. And a defensive rebound for the Bruins. Ross with the basketball onto the near wing, Richardson. Richardson gets a high screen but passes up top to Pankey. Pankey comes back near wing, Richardson, three on the way. This one is off the mark. Rebound collected in by Walsdorf on the backside. Savannah Walsdorf, numbers not in her favor, feeds it back, and it's kicked up top to McDonald to the near wing, Giles. Giles looking down low to Kepsel. Kepsel has it but double teamed and then lost the basketball out of bounds, but it was knocked out by the Bruins. Substitutions checking in is freshman number 3, a 5'8" guard from Corsica, Courtney Menning for Dakota State, as well as number 5, freshman guard 5'9" from White, Shaylee DeBeer. And in for the Bruins, number 11, junior guard from Louisville, Nebraska at 5'4", Jamie Winkler. Dakota State inbounds, 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. Pass down low to Kepsel, and Kepsel through traffic lays it off the glass for 2. 5-3 Dakota State. Student section coming alive. And now we have a foul out on the far wing against Dakota State. And the foul is going to be called on Peters. That is Peters' first personal, team's second of the half. And, foul is actually on number 20, Lindsey Vogel. Now that was... Lindsey Vogel's not on the floor. Oh, shot clock's at 20. Okay, sorry. Foul was on Peters. Meanwhile, substitutions here. Martinez down low. And Alexis Martinez lays it in for 2 on a nice inbounds play. We're knotted at 5s. Lexi Allen, sophomore guard from Luther, Oklahoma in. Here's Walsdorf, 3, top of the key. That one off the iron. Defensive rebound down low to the recently checked-in senior guard from Detroit, Michigan, number 2, Brittany Hill. Back the other way, Martinez. Double team down low, kicks it out. 3 on the way for Ross. Off the iron, no. Rebound tracked down on the near side by the Bruins. Here's another 3 look. It's Allen's. Allen's 3 is off the mark, and a long rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Bellevue. Well, both teams getting decent looks from beyond the arc, but both teams shooting at a fairly cool pace. Rebound out of bounds, last touched by the Bruins. Here's DeBeer bringing the ball up the court, dribbles to the near wing, nearly double team, feeds it off. Now on the drive, down low, shot up off the mark. That was Sydney Fick. Fick missed the initial shot, but got her own rebound, and Fick has her first bucket of the game, 7-5 in favor of Dakota State. More subs coming in, next dead ball for DSU. Shaylee DeBeer gets the defensive rebound, feeds it off to Peters. Peters, looked like she traveled. She's going to get away with the travel, but then was tied up by Hill. Vogel, Giles, McDonald, all back in for Dakota State. Staying on the court is going to be Fick, as well as Walsdorf. McDonald with the ball inbounds, just under halfway through this first quarter, 7-5 in favor of DSU. McDonald gets the ball in the far wing on a pass from Vogel. Down low to Fick. Fick, left side layup off the mark, too hard off the glass. Hill pulls in the defensive rebound for the Bruins. She wants to push. Swings it to the far quarter to Allen. Allen passes back out Winkler. This is Ross on the move. Ross kicks near wing. Contested 3 on the way. You betcha. It's a 3 for Brittany Allen in the near corner, and an 8-7 advantage for Bellevue. Full court pressure beaten. Here's Lindsey Vogel driving. Her shot is blocked by Martinez on the far short corner. Alexis Martinez showing some athleticism, getting the block on Vogel. 4 and change left in this first quarter, 8-7 in favor of Bellevue. Opening conference game for both sides on this Saturday afternoon here on FM 103. It's Allen, top of the key, swings it to Ross, deeper into the corner. It is Hill. Hill lost the basketball. It's out of bounds. Who did it last? Oh, it's last off of the Trojans. Went off of a foot of McDonald, I do believe. Substitutions here for both sides as Bresky checks back in for DSU. Pankey back in for Bellevue. Bellevue 3 of 11 from the field. Dakota State 3 of 14. Both teams shooting fairly coolly in this first quarter. It's 8-7 in favor of Bellevue. They are inbounding with 9 seconds on the shot clock. 3:52 left in quarter number 1 in a very spirited game thus far. Pankey inbounded to Martinez. Pankey gets the ball back. 4 on the shot clock. Pankey on the drive. Boy, she got away with the travel. Oh, she's going to draw a foul with 1 second left on the shot clock. And it's going to be McDonald's called for the foul. Ashlyn McDonald picks up her first personal, team's third of the half. Substitution for Bellevue, checking in for the first time, number 32, sophomore guard from Council Bluffs, Iowa at 5'8", Miranda Hennings. As Pankey steps to the line, first free throw is up and good. 1 second left on the play clock when the foul was called. Pankey had just buried her head and drove towards the basket, got the foul call. First free throw is good, second one is good as well. She hits both, and it's a 3-point lead here for the Bruins. 3:40 and counting left in this first quarter, 10-7 Bellevue. McDonald drives to the near wing, passes into the corner. Bresky, couple of dribbles, now she's double teamed. Bresky, a reach-in foul is going to be called. Foul's going to be called on Hennings. That is Hennings' first personal, team's second of the half. McDonald will inbound on the offensive baseline near side. Kicks it inbounds. Fick, long 2 on the way, no. Offensive rebound to McDonald down low. McDonald's put back off the glass is good. 5 points in the first quarter for Ashlyn McDonald. 10-9 in favor of Bellevue. Martinez posting at the near high post. Now steps out for a screen with Pankey. Pankey into the lane. Little jumper is up and good. Boy, a physical battle going on down low between Martinez and Bresky. One to watch. Here's Bresky, top of the key. Dribbles the far wing. Thought about going out wide to Vogel. Instead back up top to Giles. Vogel, 3 on the way. It's off the backboard. No good. Long rebound. Fick collects it in, and she's pushed. Good hustle there by Sydney Fick. Got the rebound, then was pushed. And the foul is going to be called on Pankey. Substitution for the Trojans. Checking back in, number 21, Peters. Taya Pankey with her first personal, team's third of the half. Fick to inbound. She'll get it inbounded to McDonald. Nearly a 5-second call. 2:45 left in this first quarter. Jesse Giles posting your block. Giles, little turnaround. Jay up off the back iron, no. Martinez pulls in the defensive rebound and gives it off to Hill. Brittany Hill crosses the timeline, moving right to left, setting up the offense. Hill gets a high screen, long 3 on the way. It won't drop. Rebound is fought for. Trojans have it with McDonald. McDonald to Giles. Giles kicks the far wing. Bresky on the drive into the lane. Bresky shot, no, but a foul. We're going to get 2 free throws here as the foul is called on Alexis Martinez, her first personal, team's 4th. And at the line for a pair is going to be number 10, Olivia Bresky. Bresky looking for her first points of the game. Meanwhile, a substitution. Cassie Jones, number 24, checking back in for Bellevue, and now waiting to check in is Faith Ross. First free throw for Bresky is up and good. Second one off the iron, no. Rebound kept in by the Bruins. So Bresky hits 1 of 2. It's a 12-10 lead for Bellevue. 2 minutes and change left in this first quarter. Pankey on the drive, gets top of the key, kicks the far wing, long 3 for Winker is up off the mark. Rebound fought for, And it's collected in by the Bruins. Winker back up top, kick to the near wing. Pankey, 3 is on the way. This one misses everything, and we're going the other way. Alexis Martinez is going to be called for an offensive foul. She cannot believe the call. And Martinez picks up her second personal and team's 5th of the half. Well, 5th of the quarter. Coach Denley talking with Martinez as she comes to the bench. Substitutions here for the Bruins. Jarana Richardson checking back in. Also have Miranda Hennings back in as well. Well, Martinez, I think, just a little frustrated with the physicality. It's been something to watch. Morgan Kepsel here back in for the Trojans as well. Didn't see her sneak in. Here's a pass to the near high post. Pass back out to Jesse Giles. 3 on the way, no. Olivia Bresky, offensive rebound. That putback is off the mark. And a rebound collected in by Cassie Jones. Jones up ahead to Winkler. Winkler on the drive, lost the basketball, and it's out of bounds, last touched by the Trojans. 12-10, the advantage for Bellevue. 1:26 left in this opening quarter. Ball inbounded, it's up top. Ross, near wing, Richardson, 3 on the way. This one is off the mark, it misses everything, and the Bruins cannot keep it from going out of bounds. Now the student section here off to my right tonight. Channing air ball, good look from Richardson, just a little bit too long from this near wing. Minute 10 left in this first quarter. DSU trails by 2 with the basketball. Double post on the far side. Kepsel down low, Bresky at the high post. Ball passed out to McDonald, now down low to Kepsel. Kepsel turns and shoots. Shot is up off the mark. Defensive rebound tapped in the hands of Winkler. Winkler with the 1-on-3 back the other way. Back passes to Hennings. Hennings up top now, swung near side. Richardson. Richardson kicks back far wing. 3 on the way. Hennings is off the iron. No. It's Kepsel pulling in the defensive rebound. Gives it off to McDonald. McDonald wants to push. McDonald drives near side of the lane, then kicks out Giles. Giles. Back passes to Kepsel. Jumper from the free throw line. Up and good for Morgan Kepsel. Tied at 12. Shot clock is off in quarter number 1. Richardson with the basketball. Bellevue will hold for the final shot. Far wing, Winkler. Back up to Richardson. 7 on the clock. Richardson runs into Hennings. Jumper is up, good. Bruins ran into each other, still got the bucket to go. Desperation 3. Off the mark, final bucket goes in favor of Bellevue. 1 in the books here at the DSU Fieldhouse. Opening night for North Star Athletic Association play. We've got a dandy one so far, 14-12. Bellevue leading Dakota State. We're back after this 60-second break here on Jammin' Country FM 103.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center of Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans!
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Fairly entertaining game here so far. Both teams not necessarily shooting overly well. Dakota State 5 of 22. Bellevue 5 of 18. Bellevue 1 of 13 from downtown. Dakota State 1 of 8. Bellevue out rebounding Dakota State's 12-11. Well, 10 minutes on the clock here for quarter number 2, 14-12. The Bruins lead the Trojans. Bellevue will have the basketball here to begin the second quarter as they move right to left. Hankey has it inbounded. It's on a feed from Hill. Hill on the far wing gets it back up top. Winkler now into the hands of Ross. Ross now passing near side. On the move was Jones. Jones had her shot blocked, and McDonald comes away with the basketball. Good recovery by Kepsel. Giles on the near wing. To be a zone defense here by the Bruins. Giles will launch up a three near wing and cashes it. Jessie Giles, her first bucket of the game, and it's 15-14 in favor of Dakota State. Back the other way, Winkler, contested layup, won't go. And then the ball was knocked around at half court. DSU had it taken away. Now we get a jump ball. Well, Jamie Winkler went 1-on-3 and couldn't get the shot to go. Defensive rebound into the hands of Dakota State. Then good ball pressure by Brittany Hill. Hill tied up McDonald. Jump ball does favor Dakota State. Now we get a foul out at half court. This is going to be on Winkler. Winkler's first personal. First team foul here in quarter number 2. Ball inbounded to Kepsall on the near side. Morgan Kepsall left unattended. Passes up top. Giles another three. Oh, it's in and out. Rebound tapped into the hands of Ross. Boy was halfway down and popped out for Jessie Giles. Back the other way come the Bruins. Ross to the far wing. This is Winkler. Back up top, Ross. Near side, Hill. Back up top, Pankey. Into the hands of Jones. Jones three on the way. You betcha. Cassie Jones. Her first bucket. It's a three from beyond the arc. 17-15 in favor of Bellevue. Jessie Giles driving left side of the lane. Kicks to the near block. This is Kepsel. Kepsel's contested shot. No good. Good pressure down low by Hill. Brittany Hill gets the ball in transition. Hill working on the near wing. Penetrating left side. A lot of contact. No foul call. And a rebound collected in by Dakota State. The officials letting things play out here. Ashlyn McDonald kicks near wing Giles. Little trapping zone defense here for the Bruins. Ball up top to Vogel. Vogel comes back near side to Giles. Giles to Vogel. To the low blocks. Kepsel. Contested shot. No, but she was fouled. Good pass against the zone. Good diagonal passing. And Morgan Kepsel will step to the line for a pair. Substitution. Lexi Allen back in for Bellevue. Morgan Kepsel at the line for a pair. First free throw rattles home. Subs here for Dakota State will hold. Second free throw good as well. She hits both. Now substitutions for DSU. Back in number 10 Bresky, number 31 Fick. So we are tied at 17s after the free throws by Morgan Kepsel. 2 minutes gone by, quarter number 2. Ball in the near wing, Jones for the Bruins. Motion offense, ball in the hands now Hill. Hill on the drive, and a blocking foul is going to be called out on the drive. No shot. Foul is called on Vogel, her first personal. Team's first of the quarter. Faith Ross will inbound on the far side for the Bruins. They'll put the shot clock at 20 seconds. Ball is inbounded. Pankey gets a high screen from Hill. Now into the hands, the far wing, Jones. Into the corner to Hill. Hill driving baseline. Nice move and finishes off the glass for 2. Nice move by Brittany Hill on the baseline. Kisses one off the glass. 19-17 Bellevue. Savannah Walsdorf also recently checking in. Gives it off to Vogel on the far wing. Vogel kicks up top to Fick. Fick hands off to Walsdorf. Walsdorf, three on the way. This one off the iron, no. Rebound, Bresky down low. Bresky's putback wouldn't drop. Fick with the rebound. Then a jump ball is going to be called. No jump ball. A foul. And the foul is going to be called on Brittany Hill. Hill's first personal, team's second of the quarter. DeBeer checking back in here for Dakota State. At the line for a pair, Sydney Fick, first one off the mark for Fick. She's got 2 points in the game thus far. Thought we were going to get a jump ball on the call, but it was a foul. That was actually the third on Bellevue as Fick hits the back end. 19-18, Bruins with the advantage. They've got the basketball. Pankey into the hands of Hill. Hill dribbles top of the key, swings far wing Allen. Back up top, Pankey. Pankey working on Walsdorf, has a step, goes down the lane, off the mark, no. Walsdorf pulls in the defensive rebound. Walsdorf passing up ahead to DeBeer. DeBeer, fast break three, misses everything. Rebound fought for down low. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow does favor Bellevue. Spirited tussle there for the jump ball, and we're going to get a timeout on the courts. 6:57 left in this second quarter. 19-18, Bellevue with the advantage over Dakota State. A defensive-minded contest so far. Timeout is on the court. We'll pause as well. We're back after this 30-second break on FM 103.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays, both traditional and wellness, with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash Engineering back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser, welcoming you back inside the Helena broadcast booth. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. Well, after the jump ball, it is Bellevue basketball. Jerane Richardson back in, controlling it, feeds it off to Faith Ross. Ross working to the far wing, man-to-man defense here for Dakota State. Ross on the drive, kicks it down low, going up with the shot. Cassie Jones. Jones shot off the mark, gets her own rebound, then a foul on the rebounds. And that is going to be on DeBeer. So Shaylee DeBeer picking up a personal foul, her first. Team second of the quarter. Bruins inbounding on the offensive baseline. Hill gets it inbounds to Richardson. Richardson working on DeBeer, top of the key, driving right lane. Oh, she lost the basketball on the drive. DeBeer comes away with it. DeBeer looking up ahead to Walsdorf. Walsdorf dribbles top of the key, now driving right side of the lane. Walsdorf down the left side of the lane and lays it in for two. First bucket of the game for Savannah Walsdorf. Dakota State back in front with 6:20 left in this first half, 20-19. A three, top of the key, off the mark. A look there from Faith Ross. She couldn't hit it. Defensive rebound to the Trojans as Walsdorf brings the ball up the court, feeds it to the high post to Bresky. Bresky comes back to Walsdorf, looking to the near block to Fick. Bad pass. It's taken away by the Bruins. Ross will bring it up. Odd man rush for the Bruins back the other way. In transition is Hill. Hill draws contact. And Brittany Hill is going to be called, or no, excuse me, defensive foul. Defensive foul called against Lindsey Vogel. And two free throws upcoming. Substitutions. Winkler back in for Bellevue. Meanwhile, Jesse Giles, Courtney Menning, and Riley Peters all back in here for Dakota State. Coach Moe getting an explanation on the call. Blocking call on Vogel, her second personal. Teams. I thought it was the third foul of the quarter against Dakota State. First free throw for Hill is up and good. Second one on the way. That one good as well. She hits both. So 21-20, the advantage for Bellevue, and now Ashley McDonald is called for a travel. So turnover at half court. Ball inbounded here. Ross giving off to Jones. Far wing three off the mark from Brittany Hill. Hill misses everything in the defensive rebound for the Trojans. Peters gives it off to McDonald. Some full court pressure here by the Bruins. Ball on the near wing. Giles gets a high screen from Menning. Kicks to the far wing. McDonald knocked away. Nice play by Brittany Hill on the far wing. Knocked it away but out of bounds. DSU will inbound with 13 seconds on the shot clock. 21-20 in favor of Bellevue. Ball on the near wing to Giles. Giles working one-on-one. Giles attacking. Can't finish, but a blocking foul is going to be called. Foul is going to be called on Cassie Jones. Jones picks up her first personal. Free throw for Giles is up and good. As Jesse hits the first of two. Again, the foul was called on Jones.
Wasn't right. Okay.
And Giles hits the back end as well. So Dakota State will go up 22-21. Morgan Kepsel checking back into the contest for Dakota State. Jamie Winkler setting up the offense, far wing to Brittany Hill. Hill up top into the hands of Allen, near side. This is Ross. Ross into the corner to Winkler, dribbles back out, gives it off to Jones. Far wing, Allen. 10 on the shot clock, ball back up top. It's Ross into the hands of Jones. Jones on the drive, working on Kepsel. Jones kicks near wing. Jumper is up off the iron, no good. Defensive rebound collected in by Peters. Riley Peters wants to push, runs into a little bit of trouble. Ball nearly taken away, but a reach and foul is going to be called on Bellevue. Lexi Allen just a moment too late on the scene as she picks up her first personal foul. Team's fifth of the quarter. Substitution as Allen checks out. Ione Ude, freshman forward from Olathe, Kansas at 5'11", number 42 is in. Bonus situation here for McDonald as she hits the first. Second one up off the mark. Offensive rebound, Giles. Giles put back, no good. Giles then tries to keep it in bounds. She does, but it's collected in by the Bruins. Tried to throw it off for Bruins player. Took a wrong bounce. Bellevue has it. Ross, free throw jumper on the way. She was left alone looking to pass. Rebound knocked around, and McDonald comes up with it for Dakota State. 4:15 left in this first half. 23-21 in favor of DSU. Dump down low to Kepsel. Kepsel from the left side off the glass is good. 8 first half points for Morgan Kepsel. 25-21 in favor of Dakota State. Ball near wing here to Allen. Allen passes back up top to Winkler. Winkler puts the ball on the deck, now kicks near side to Ross. Ross, couple of dribbles, kicks far side to Allen, into the corner to Jones. 10 on the shot clock. Winkler back to Jones, far corner. Jones working on Menning, passes to Winkler, 3 on the way, no. Offensive rebound down low, putback is no good, but Ross was fouled. And we'll head to the line for a pair. Jesse Giles caught in an odd spot as Giles picks up the personal, her first. Team's fourth of the quarter. 2 free throws here for Ross. First one is off the mark. Ross still looking for her first points of the contest. It's been an entertaining matchup so far. It's been physical at times. Second free throw for Ross, up and good. And it's 25-22. 3:38 and counting left in this first half.
It's still running right now. Just kept running.
And a whistle on the court. Getting things corrected at the scoreboard here. They will inbound the basketball down on the baseline. Courtney Menning inbounding here to McDonald. Ashlyn McDonald uses Menning as a screen. McDonald comes to the near wing. Up top looking for Menning, and the pass is out of the reach of Menning and out of bounds on the far sideline. A turnover on Dakota State. Will look to be a little bit of a trapping zone put forth there by the Bruins. And a wild pass turnover on Dakota State. Friendly reminder, the Will Borellis halftime report on the way. We're going to get a jump ball, a tie-up on the far side as Faith Ross dribbled the ball a little too far out in front of her and got tied up. as Taya Pankey will check back in here for the Bruins. Pankey is in, Allen out. And now we're going to get a substitution here. Lindsey Vogel in for Dakota State. McDonald will bring the ball up the court. 3:20 left in this first half. 3-point lead for Dakota State. Jesse Giles, top of the key. Looking down low to Kepsel. Kepsel has it. Shot is up and good. Nice feed from the top of the key. Giles finding it to Morgan Kepsel. Kepsel into double digits. She's got 10. 27-22 Dakota State. Ross dribble handoff to Jones. Jones kicks near wing. Wide open three for Pankey on the way. No. Off the mark. Benning with the rebound on the backside for Dakota State. She'll bring the ball up. Headman's up to Giles. Giles on the drive. Gets in the lane. Goes down the left side. Leaves her shot short. Winkler comes away with the defensive board for the Bruins. Winkler working to the far side. Kicks in the corner to Jones. Out to Ross. Ross, three is on the way. Yes! Faith Ross, her first bucket of the game. She's got 4, and it's 27-25 Dakota State under 2.5 left in this first half. McDonald driving near wing, picks up the dribble in trouble, feeds it off to Giles. Giles is stripped by Pankey. Pankey back the other way, lays it off the glass for 2, and we're tied at 27. Pankey with 6 in this first half, knotted at 27 all. The turnover leads to a transition bucket. 2 and change left in this second quarter, all of first half. McDonald's going to get double teamed at the point. High post to Kepsel. Looking down low to Giles. Great pass, Jesse Giles, and 1. Kepsel from the high post. A beautiful feed to Jesse Giles as Ross is called for her first personal and team 6th. And Jesse Giles, who did not score in the first quarter, has got 7 first half points. As Ross will check out, Brittany Hill back in for the Bellevue Bruins. Giles looking to complete the old-fashioned three-point play and does. Giles checks out. Walsdorf back in for Dakota State. Also back in Bresky, number 10. Just under 2 minutes to go first half. Taya Pankey dribbling on the far wing, gets a high screen from Uday. Pankey swings near wing, knocked away. Walsdorf nearly came away with the basketball. Hill gets it back, and then we're going to get an offensive foul against the Bruins. And it's going to be on Ione Uday. Uday called for her first personal. So foul on the Bruins, an offensive foul, and a moving screen at midcourt. And so a bonus situation here as Walsdorf steps to the line. And free throw off the mark. She'll get another. We've got 17 fouls against Bruins in the quarter. Second free throw, Walsdorf, no. Rebounds Uday and the Bruins. Bruins will push. Pankey moving right to left. Sets up top of the key to Hill on the far wing. Hill on the drive, has a step. Contested shot, no good, but a foul. And Morgan Kepsel got way too much of the arm there on that block attempt. Morgan Kepsel picks up her first personal. Team's 5th of the quarter. Coach Branko saying just go straight up. Kepsel went for the emphatic block and got a whole lot of the arm. As the first free throw for Hill is off the mark. 1:33 left in this first half. 30-27 Dakota State leading. Second free throw for Hill is up and good. As we have Ross, number 22, checking back in. 30-28, Dakota State with the lead in the basketball. Vogel with it near wing, one drill, passes far side, taken away by Pankey. Pankey back the other way, odd rush, will put up a jumper, it's good. Pankey with 8 first half points, 30-30. Pass down low to Kepsel, ball is knocked away, taken away by the Bruins. Minute and change left. Coach Mo wanted a foul call. Here's Jones, corner 3 off the mark. No, rebound fought for, and Kepsel comes away with it. Headman's to Vogel. Vogel with the 2-on-1 back the other way. Ooh, got away with a travel. Walsdorf got the rebound, and a foul is called. Boy, I think Lindsey Vogel got away with the travel down low. And a foul called on the Bruins. Udu, okay. Ayana Udi. Odie, excuse me. Odie picks up her second personal. First free throw for Walsdorf is good. She had just missed 2 and goes 1 of 2. 31-30 in favor of Dakota State. 45 seconds left in this first half. Wilbur Ellis halftime report on the way. Pankey setting up the offense into Ross's hands, far wing, and up top to Hill. Hill goes back to the far side, Pankey. Pankey resetting the offense with 10. 9 on the shot clock, now 8. Double high screen, Pankey drives right side, runs into a host of players. Shot is up off the side of the backboard, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to be Dakota State basketball. Shot clock will be off, 24.2 seconds left in this first half. Jesse Giles checking back in here for the Trojans for the final possession. McDonald to the far wing to Giles. Giles with 13. Giles now kicks near wing. McDonald to the short corner. Kepsel. Kepsel, a little spin shot down low off the back iron and drops in. A fine first half for Morgan Kepsel. Final seconds clicking off the clock. Pankey to beat the buzzer. Good if it goes. No. Halftime here in our women's matchup. Dakota State and Bellevue opening up North Star Athletic Association play. And it's 33-30 in favor of the Trojans. A very entertaining first half as DSU will go into the break with the 3-point advantage. The Wilbur Ellis halftime report is coming up. We'll take a look back at our stats from this one, see if we can maybe snag some other NSAA scores from around the league. Maybe check in with some FCS football playoff scores as well. Second round action there. South Dakota State was hosting UNI here today. 33-30 is our score at the break. A 3-point lead for the Trojans. Wilbur Ellis halftime report is on the way. We're back after this 2-minute break on Jammin' Country FM 103.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing Asgrow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
Welcome to the Wilbur Ellis Halftime Show, brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today. to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. 33-30, the advantage at the break for Dakota State over the Bellevue Bruins, getting a little game, some activity here at halftime. Tell you what, the student section certainly has brought it here in this first game. Excited to see what we can have in this second half and then for the men's game as well, as we take a look at some of our numbers from the first half. For Bellevue, they were 10 of 37 from the floor, shooting 27%, 3 of 21 from downtown, 7 of 10 from the free throw line, and did pick up 23 rebounds, including 4 on the offensive end, 4 assists to 3 turnovers, and 13 team fouls. Versely, for Dakota State team numbers, they shot 11 of 36 in the first half for a 31% clip, 2 of 12 from downtown, 9 of 15 from the free throw line, and 33 rebounds in the first half. So Dakota State out rebounding Bellevue by 10 in the first 2 quarters of play. Now some individual numbers for Bellevue. Brittany Hill and Taya Pankey both with 8 points to lead the Bruins. Pankey went 3 of 8 from the floor, Hill 2 of 5. 5 points from Alexis Martinez. She was 2 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the line, but Martinez ended up sitting, I believe, the entire second quarter, as she picked up a couple of fouls in the first quarter and was visibly frustrated by either calls or non-calls. And so Martinez saw limited action in that first half. Certainly expect her to be a big presence in the second half. Some other numbers, 4 points from Faith Ross, 1 of 6 from the floor, 3 points from Casey Jones, and 2 points from Jerane Richardson for the Bellevue Bruins. Meanwhile, for Dakota State, Morgan Kepsel leading the way. She's got 12 points thus far, 5 of 7 from the floor. 8 points from Jessie Giles. All 8 came in the second quarter of play. 6 from Ashlyn McDonald, 3 apiece from Savannah Walsdorf and Sydney Fick, and 1 from Olivia Bresky. And so far in this game, I would say that the definitive stat, I think the rebound department's Dakota State was plus 10, 33-23, including 10 offensive rebounds in that first half. Certainly one of the big differences. And Dakota State was 6 second chance points compared to 1 for Bellevue. So that certainly. And at the break, 33-30 is the advantage in favor of Dakota State. These two teams will then play at the end of the regular season. That game scheduled in Bellevue, Nebraska, coming up on the 21st of February. So they start out conference play, and then they will end the conference play as well. 3-point lead for Dakota State. This is the Wilbur Ellis halftime report. We'll step aside for a break. We're back to the DSU Fieldhouse with more chatter. We'll check in with some FCS football scores, see if we can track down some NSAA scores as well. 33-30, Dakota State leading Bellevue in our women's game. The men's game to follow. Getting a look here at the Bruins warming up out on the court. Looking forward to our men's game and a good women's game here. Dakota State by 3. We'll step aside for another 2-minute break here on Jammin' Country FM 103.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the second floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans! Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays of both traditional and wellness with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU Athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse as we are at the Wilbur Ellis halftime report. 33-30 is the advantage for Dakota State here over Bellevue in a very entertaining game here thus far. I do have a couple of North Star scores to pass along as far as women's matchups are concerned. Two other games that are at the break. Viterbo leading Waldorf 29-12. And Mayville State leading Presentation at the break. That's a 37-24 lead for Mayville State. Some FCS football scores. Oh boy. Checking in with the game up in Brookings. That game late in the fourth quarter. And it is Northern Iowa leading South Dakota State 13-10. South Dakota State got out to a 10-0 advantage in the first quarter. Northern Iowa has scored 13 unanswered. And South Dakota State has the ball at their own 25-yard line with just a couple minutes in that one. In the third quarter, it's Illinois State leading Central Arkansas 21-7. Halfway through the third quarter, Weber State leading Kennesaw State 26-17. At halftime, Montana leading Southeast Louisiana 38-21. At halftime, it's Montana State leading Albany 26-7. At halftime, North Dakota State leading Nichols State 14-10. And into the second quarter, one other game to pass along. Game that wrapped up earlier was James Madison crushing Monmouth. That ended up being a 66-21 score between James Madison and Monmouth. That game at one point was actually tied at 21 points. James Madison then scoring 45 unanswered. My goodness. Just a few FCS scores to pass along. Of course, in FBS football, a lot of championships, conference championships. A game that finished earlier saw Oklahoma defeat Baylor in overtime 30-23 as Oklahoma hands Baylor its second loss of the season. Oklahoma defeated Baylor twice, and with Utah losing last night, methinks that Oklahoma could potentially slide in to the Final Four. Of course, a lot of weight on the number 2 versus number 4 matchup between LSU and Georgia. That's a 7-0 lead for LSU. That game in the first quarter. One other final from the Sun Belt Championship, another thriller of a game. It was Appalachian State defeating Louisiana Lafayette 45-38. Hawaii and Boise State tangling up in the Mountain West Championship. That game's tied at 3 apiece. In the American Athletic Conference, the AAC, nearing halfway through the second quarter, Memphis leading Cincinnati. Still the ACC championship game to come, as well as the Big Ten championship game here this evening. But enough about football. Basketball, the name of the game here on Jammin' Country FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. This is the Wilbur Ellis halftime report. 33-30 is the lead for Dakota State over the Bellevue Bruins. Again, the Bruins won all 3 games last year against Dakota State. They picked up wins in the regular season, both here at the DSU Fieldhouse as well as in Bellevue, and then defeated the Trojans to end the DSU season last year in the opening round action of the North Star Athletic Association tournament. So Wilbur Ellis, our halftime sponsor, specializes in dry and liquid fertilizers, DeKalb and Asgrow seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. Well, we are ready to get our second half underway. Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Glad you joined us here on KJAM, as well as AmazingMadison.com. Dakota State shooting at 31% in the game. Bellevue at 27%. So shooting percentages are low. Still expected, they're on pace to get this game into the 60s. And both teams did pick up the tempo a little bit offensively in that second quarter. We did see a fair amount of fouls in the second quarter as well. Dakota State will move right to left as we see it here in this second half. Left to right for the Bellevue Bruins, so both teams going towards their respective benches. And it will be Bruins basketball. Hill inbounding to Pankey. Martinez back on the court. Ross and Jones as well for Bellevue. So McDonald, Vogel, Fick, Bresky, and Giles for the Trojans. And Martinez, who sat out most of the second quarter, if not all, gets a bucket to go to begin the second half. 33-32, favor of DSU. Bresky brings the ball up the court, gives it off to McDonald, to Giles on the far wing. Giles looking into the post, up top to Fick. Fick goes back to Giles, down low, pass is knocked away. Pankey comes away with it. The Bruins in transition from left to right. Pankey passes to Hill. Hill goes right down the lane, unguarded, and lays it in for 2. Miscommunication there by Dakota State. First 2 buckets of the third quarter in favor of the Bellevue Bruins. They lead 34-33. Ashlyn McDonald setting up the offense. Drifting to this near wing, now picks up her dribble into the hands of Vogel. Vogel's pass down low, taken away. A couple of turnovers here by the Trojans. Bruins have it, minute plus gone by. Ross thought about a long 3. Ross on the drive, gets to the baseline. Shot is up and good for Faith Ross. 6-0 run to begin the third quarter. 36-33 in favor of Bellevue. McDonald up top to Fick, near wing to Vogel. Vogel finds Giles. Giles fakes the 3, now on the drive. Little Euro step, and Jesse Giles lays it in for 2. Boy, that was a travel in any gym in America. I have no idea how they let Jesse Giles take that extra step. She did. They did not call it, and the bucket was good. 36-35 in favor of Bellevue. He was Hill top of the key into the hands of Pankey. Pankey to Jones. Jones kicks near wing. Ross, 3 on the way. Yes! A 3 for Ross, her second of the game. She's got 9 points in the contest. And it's 39-35 in favor of Bellevue. 2 minutes gone by in this third quarter. McDonald directing the offense, gives it off to Bresky. Bresky into the hands of Fick, stepping out from the high post. Fick to the far wing, McDonald. McDonald up top to Giles. Giles near side Vogel. Vogel on the drive. Stopped on the baseline, dribbles back out, feeds it to Giles. Top of the key 3 off the iron, no. Fight for the rebound, collected in down low by Jones. Jones will give it off to Pankey. Headman's up to Ross. Ross, 3 on the break. You betcha. Faith Ross hits her second 3 of the quarter, and a timeout is on the court. It's a 12-2 scoring run for the Bellevue Bruins to open up this third quarter. 42-35 in favor of Bellevue with 7:23 left in the third. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. A timeout is on the court. You're listening to Dakota State basketball on FM 103. Back after this 30-second break.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or are in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash back at the studios, engineering our games here this afternoon and evening. Now a 12-2 run for the Bellevue Bruins, giving them a 42-35 advantage as they go to a bit of a zone trap. And Ross will come up with the steal. Ross pushing back the other way to Pankey. Pankey on the drive, penetrates and kisses one off the glass for two. All of a sudden, everything going right here for the Bruins. Momentum clearly on the Bellevue side in their black jerseys here this evening. Pass down low. Morgan Kepsel checked in out of the break. Ball was taken away by Martinez, but then Martinez had stepped on the end line. Now we're going to get Savannah Walsdorf in the game as well for Dakota State. Make it a 14-2 scoring run to begin this third quarter. 44-35, a 9-point lead is the largest for either side in the game. Dakota State will inbound on their offensive baseline on the far side. McDonald the trigger, and she'll kick it into Giles. Giles, now it's taken away by Hill. Hill back the other way. Giles not called for the foul. Hill is able to finish through contact. It's 46-35, an 11-point lead for Bellevue. 12 points for Brittany Hill. Walsdorf driving near baseline, cut off, passes back out to McDonald. McDonald skips far wing. On the drive is Fick, and we're going to get a foul call on the far wing. And it's going to be called against number 24, Jones. Jones' second personal, team's first of the quarter. Nope, I have a foul behind. That was the third on Jones. So she will check out. Gerane Richardson back in for Bellevue. Dakota State inbounding on their offensive baseline. Inbounded to Fick, three on the way. In and out was halfway down for Sydney Fick. Martinez with the rebound, gives it off to Pankey. Pankey setting up the offense. 46-35 in favor of Bellevue. 6 minutes and change left in this third quarter. And now a foul called against Dakota State. Savannah Walsdorf called for the reach-in. Her first personal, team's first of the third quarter. So 46-35, Bellevue will inbound with the lead on the far sideline. Faith Ross to trigger the inbounds into Pankey up top. Pankey gets a high screen from Hill. Now looking to pass down low. Pass is tipped and knocked around. The Bruins come up with it. And then the ball taken away by Fick. Fick brings it up, working on a double team, kicks to the near wing. Pass down low to Kepsel. Kepsel, shot is up, off the mark. Gets her own rebound. The putback, no, but a foul. Morgan Kepsel with a couple of opportunities from the left side. And Alexis Martinez, wrong spot there. She was behind Kepsel. Martinez picks up her third personal. And team's second. So second team foul, third on Martinez. Substitution here. Uday trying to check back in. Had to go back as the first free throw for Kepsel is up and good. Second free throw for Kepsel. This one is true now. Uday can check in. So Morgan Kepsel up to 14 points here for Dakota State. 46-37, the advantage for the Bellevue Bruins as Martinez comes to the bench. Bellevue moving left to right, dribble handoff, Pankey to Ross. Ross gets a high screen, Ross on the drive, kicks far corner, Richardson out to Hill. Hill back to Richardson. Richardson driving baseline, double team, kicks out. Uday back up top to Ross. Ross swings near side, three on the way for Hill, short. long rebound collected in by McDonald. Ashling McDonald setting up the O, gives it off to Walsdorf on the far wing, top to Giles. Giles near side, Fick three on the way, no. Rebound down low, collected in by Pankey. Defensive board here for the Bruins. Bruins moving left to right. Dribble handoff to Ross. Ross on the drive, gets into the lane, kicks far wing. Richardson, three on the way, no. This one misses everything, and it's out of bounds, and it's going to be Dakota State basketball. Assistant coach Benford off the bench telling his team, let's get a little rotation on the offensive side of things. Substitution here for both sides. Jamie Winkler checking back in for Bellevue. And Courtney Menning checking back in for Dakota State. So halfway through this third quarter, 46-37, Bellevue with the advantage. Outscoring the Trojans 16-3 so far in the quarter. Walsdorf on the far wing, nothing doing. Now looking into a double team. Kepsel comes away with it. Morgan Kepsel through traffic, can't finish. Gets her own putback and then is fouled. Boy, Morgan Kepsel able to work through a double team as Faith Ross is called for the foul, her second personal, team's third of the quarter. And Morgan Kepsel is going to step to the line for a pair. Kepsel's first is up and good, now 5 for 5 in the contest. 46-38, Bellevue with the advantage. 4:44 left on our clock, third quarter as Kepsel hits both. Make it a 16-6 scoring output favoring Bellevue here in the third. 7-point lead for the visitors. Bruins. Motion offense. Ross with the basketball, looks to the near wing. Richardson now replaces Ross with the top of the key. Richardson dribbling near wing. Uday with the screen. Richardson feeds it off, top of the key to Winkler. Winkler kicks out Ross. Ross on the drive, stops and pops from the free throw line and hits. Good looking bucket there from Faith Ross. She's got 10 points in this quarter alone. 14 in the game to lead Bellevue, and it's 48-39 Bruins. Morgan Kepsel driving left side of the lane. Kepsel is able to power her way for a bucket. Morgan Kepsel went down the left side, little hesitation dribble, able to finish through some contact. 48-41 in favor of Bellevue. Under 4 to go, third quarter. Winkler into the near corner, Richardson. Looking to Uday in the post. Uday working on Kepsel. Now passes out, a reach and foul is going to be called. Courtney Menning called for the reach and foul, her first personal, team's second of the quarter. Substitution, McDonald out. DeBeer in. Ball inbounded quickly to Ross on the near baseline of the blocks to Uday. Uday turnaround jumper partially blocked. Kepsel comes away with the basketball, gives it off to Walsdorf. Savannah Walsdorf, far wing to Menning. Courtney Menning driving baseline, shot is up and good. Menning through contact, able to finish. 48-43. 5-point lead for Bellevue. Uday traveled with the basketball. Uday travels with it on the near baseline. Coach Denley not happy, and a turnover on the Bruins. Much to the delights of the student section, Richardson checks out, Allen in for the Bellevue Bruins. Trojan basketball, DeBeer nearly stripped out near half court, looking to feed it off to Kepsel. Kepsel nearly lost it, then Kepsel throws it away. Was looking for DeBeer cutting. DeBeer had her back to the basketball. Ross comes away with it for the Bruins. Ross dribbles near wing, now kicks out Winkler. Ross working one-on-one with DeBeer. Passes out to Hill. Hill gets a high screen. Three on the way for Hill. It's good. Brittany Hill with a hand in her face hits the three. 51-43 Bellevue. Trojans quickly back the other way. Jesse Giles working baseline, kicks up top to Kepsel. Kepsel drives down the lane and lays it off the glass for two. Oh, feed Morgan Kepsel all night long. She's got 18 points, 51-45 Bellevue Bruins. I've actually got Kepsel for 20 points. There it is. Yes, 20 points for Morgan Kepsel. And now a timeout is called by the Bruins. 2:18 left in this third quarter. 51-45 Bellevue leading Dakota State here at the DSU Fieldhouse. The timeout is on the court. We'll pause as well. You're listening to Trojan Basketball on Jammin' Country FM 103. We're back after this 30-second break.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success. So you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash back at the studios. Engineering, I'm Carl Hauser. It's DSU Basketball on FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. Ashlyn McDonald checking back into this contest here for the Trojans. Olivia Bresky back in as well. Ball in the far wing. Here's Ross. The three on the way for the Bruins. Off the mark, no. Battle for the rebound, and then a travel on the rebound. Brittany Hill got the ball, then took a couple of steps down low. And ball back into the hands of the Trojans. 6-point lead rather here for the Bruins. McDonald brings it up from right to left, picked up at half court. Gives it off to Bresky to the near wing. This is Peters. Riley Peters back into the game. Skip to the far side. McDonald loses it, gets it back. Triple team, feeds it down low. It's taken away by the Bruins. Lexi Allen came up with the basketball. Then Allen gave it off to Hill. Hill lost the basketball out of bounds, but it was tapped out by McDonald. Ashley McDonald coming from behind just over the half-court line. Tapped it out, last touched by McDonald. Substitution here for the Bruins as Pankey checks back in. Zaya Pankey gives it off to Ross, top of the key, following Winkler. Winkler working on Menning, dribble handoff to Pankey. Under 20 on the shot clock here for the Bruins. Pankey setting up the offense well outside the three-point line to Winkler on the near side. Winkler back to Pankey, 10 on the shot clock. Pankey driving down the lane, has a nice step. Can she finish? Yes! Pankey with 12 in the contest. 53-45 Bruins. 1:15 left, third quarter. Ball in the far wing into the blocks to Kepsel. Kepsel off the glass for two. 22 points for Morgan Kepsel. 53-47 in favor of Bellevue. Minute to go, third quarter. Ross to the near side to Allen. Now Winkler, motion offense here for the Bruins. Ball worked around the arc, near wing. Allen gets a touch. Back up top to Pankey. 10 on the shot clock, 48 on the game clock. Pankey gets a high screen from Jones. Pankey on the drive, feeds it to the wing. Ross, three on the way, no, short. Rebound into the hands of Jones, kicks it out top. Pankey with the basketball. 10 on the shot clock for Pankey. She'll set up the offense. Pankey near wing to Jones. Out to Ross. Three on the way. Does she get a second chance? She does. Ross will hit her third three of the quarter, fourth of the game. And it's 56-47 in favor of Bellevue. Shot clock is off third quarter. Peters on the drive. Lost the basketball. Allen comes up with it. Feeds it up ahead to Winkler. Winkler, 2-on-1. Shot up off the mark. Menning with the rebound. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Three good if it goes. Oh, off the mark. Just missed. A half-court three would not go. 3 quarters in the books here of this North Star Athletic Association opener between Dakota State and Bellevue. The Bruins come out flying in that third quarter. They lead 56-47. You're listening to Dakota State basketball on Jammin' Country FM 103. We're back after this 60-second break.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse as we get set for the fourth quarter. It is Bellevue 56 and Dakota State 47. A 26-point third quarter for the Bruins. 26 points compared to 14. Yes, 14 for Dakota State. And so the Bruins with the 9-point lead. The Trojans will have the basketball first. Menning, Bresky, Peters, Fick, as well as McDonald here for DSU. And a 3 off the mark from Peters, but Fick pulls in the offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback. We're going to get 2 free throws here as the foul is on Pankey. Pankey called for her second personal, team's first of this fourth quarter. Martinez is on Ross, Pankey, Hill, and Jones, so starters for the Bruins. First free throw is off the mark for Fick. She's now just 1 for 3 in the game. Second one in and out, no good. Martinez pulls in the rebound. Martinez dealing with some light foul trouble here. Pankey will dribble up, looks to hand it off, and the handoff never was completed, and a turnover as Dakota State has the basketball moving right to left. Bresky driving near side through contact, can't finish. Good defense down low by the Bruins. Hill will bring the ball up the court here for the Bruins, picked up by Menning. Hill into the hands of Ross. Now up top, this is Martinez. Hill on the near wing. Up top, Pankey. Pankey on the drive. She'll stop and look to pop from the free throw line. Shot in and out. Offensive rebound, Martinez. Then Martinez stepped on the end line. Frustrating game for Alexis Martinez. Stepped out of bounds on the end line. And nearing a minute gone by in this fourth quarter. 56-47 is the advantage for Bellevue here on the road. Ball skipped to the near side to Peters. Peters up top to McDonald. Should be a zone look here, perhaps a 1-3-1 look as Peters gets a look at a 3 and hits. Riley Peters, that's her first bucket of the contest. And it's 56-50, 6-point lead here for the Bruins. Pankey on the near wing, gets a high screen from Martinez. Now swung to the far side, Hill. Hill to the basket, off the glass, yes, and a blocking foul. Count the buckets. So a blocking foul will be called on the Trojans. It's going to be called on Peters. Her second personal. Team's first of the half. Excuse me, first of the fourth quarter. Substitution here, Winkler checking back in for the Bruins. So Winkler checks in, Hill will complete the 3-point play. What a great take there by Brittany Hill, finishing through contact, an old-fashioned 3-point play. And it's 59-50 in favor of the Bruins. 8:18 left in this fourth quarter. High post look. Fick on the drive. Fick working down low through contact. Can't finish. Battle for the rebound. Fick comes up with it. Passes it off to Bresky. Bresky passes out to McDonald. 3 on the way. Yes! McDonald opened the game with a 3 and hits here. And it's 59-53. 59-53 in favor of Bellevue. And Fick comes away with the steal. Fick back the other way, lays it in for 2. A steal and a bucket for Sydney Fick, and some energy here from Dakota State. 59-55 Bellevue. Nearing 7.5 left in this fourth quarter. Winkler with the basketball. Into the near block, Martinez. Martinez spin move. Can she finish through contact? No. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. Good move there by Martinez. couldn't finish. Morgan Kepsel's going to come into the game. Kepsel checking in. Olivia Bresky to the bench. Bruins will inbound on their offensive baseline. And inbounded to Martinez. Martinez clears space. Jumper is up and good. 9 points in the game for Martinez. 61-55. 6-point lead for Bellevue. Ashlyn McDonald at the top of the key. Swings to Dizzy Giles. Giles also checking back in recently for Dakota State. McDonald to Giles. A little zone defensive look here. Pass is outside. Peters has it. Near wing to McDonald. Over to Giles. Giles on the attack. Kicks out to Peters. 3 on the way. This one is short. Fick with the offensive rebound. Down low to Kepsel. Kepsel off the glass for 2. 24 points for Morgan Kepsel. 61-57. Bellevue with the lead in the basketball. 6:40 left in this fourth quarter. Bellevue heading towards the DSU student section, and the Trojan faithful, they're loud here tonight. Jones along 2, and it's going to stay in. Good look there for Jones. Her second bucket of the game was about to lip out, but swirled back in. 63-57 Bellevue. Giles with the ball in the near wing. Back out McDonald to Giles. Now McDonald. McDonald. Couple of dribbles. Goes back to Giles into the corner to Fick. Fick. 3 on the way. Off the iron. No. Rebound into the hands of Hill. Brittany Hill skying up for that rebound. And will slow things down for the Bruins. Each possession critical for both sides in this fourth quarter. Winkler with the basketball out near half court. Picks up her dribble. Gives it off to Jones. Jones wants to get rid of it. She does, into the hands of Hill. 10 on the shot clock for the Bruins. Hill working top of the key. Long 2 on the way. This one is good. Brittany Hill with a jumper. And it's 65-57. 8-point advantage here for the Bruins on the road. 5.5 left. And a pass on the far wing is knocked out by Hill. Hill last touched it for the Bruins. She's going to check out. Pankey checks in. Meanwhile, Fick checks out for Dakota State. Walsdorf back in. McDonald with the basketball. Now picked up her dribble in a tough spot. Gets it off to Giles. Little zone defense here for the Bruins. Giles comes back out to McDonald. High post and low post look. Ball in the hands of Giles. Giles back up top. McDonald. 3 on the way. Oh, it's off the backboard and in. McDonald uses the bank, and don't know if she called it or not, but it counts nonetheless. 65-60 in favor of the Bruins. High post look. Martinez working on Kepsel. Martinez attacks, and she's going to draw the foul. A lot of body down low there by Kepsel, and Alexis Martinez will step to the line for 2. She's 1 for 2 in the contest thus far. Love that isolation look. Got the ball mid-post, and Martinez able to pivot, face the bucket, and attack on this near side. Free throw is up and good. The student section for Dakota State employing the puppy. Little pup. They're in the student section for distraction as Martinez calmly steps to the line and knocks down both. And now a timeout is on the courts. 4:52 left in this fourth quarter. It is Bellevue 67 and Dakota State 60. Timeout is on the court. We'll pause as well. You're listening to DSU basketball on Jammin' Country. Back after this 30-second break.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the second floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center in Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans!
Welcome back. Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. A dandy of a game, 67-60. The Bellevue Bruins with the advantage here over the DSU Trojans in our women's matchup of this doubleheader. The men's game to follow about 20 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one. Walsdorf, McDonald, Giles, Kepsel, and Peters on for Dakota State. Pankey, Winkler, Ross. Martinez, and Jones for the Bruins. Zone look here defensively for the Bruins. Here's a pass down low to Kepsel. Kepsel works through a double team and will finish off the glass for 2. 26 points for Morgan Kepsel. 67-62, a 5-point lead for the Bruins. And with the basketball, Winkler on the near wing. Up to the high post, Martinez. Martinez a step outside the three-point line. Now Martinez steps in. Jumper up off the mark. Jones with an offensive rebound. Passed up top to Ross. Nearing 4 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Ross gives it off to Pankey and back to Ross. Ross dribbles to this near side, picked up by Walsdorf. Ross to the free throw line, kicks to the near wing, Pankey. To the near short corner, Martinez. Martinez explodes in the lane. Little left-hand finish is up and good for Martinez. Martinez for 2, 69-62 Bellevue. 3:45 left fourth quarter. Walsdorf kicks to the near corner. Peters, 3 on the way. No! Rebound down low into the hands of Ross. Gives it off to Pankey. And Coach Denley is telling his team to slow things down. 3.5 left fourth quarter. 7-point lead for the Bellevue Bruins. Winkler with the basketball on the far side. Now dribbles up top. Swings it to the near side of the hands of Pankey. Pankey gets a screen from Winkler. Swings the ball to the far side to Ross, into the corner to Martinez. Martinez, long jumper. In and out, no. Battle for the rebound. And no, a foul is called. Foul on the rebound called on Jones. That's her 4th personal. Team 2nd of the quarter. Substitution here. Hill checks back in for Bellevue. Bresky back in for Dakota State. 3:10 left fourth quarter, 7-point lead for the Bellevue Bruins. Top of the key, Giles. Giles lost it, but Bresky was there to pick it up. Near wing, 3 on the way for McDonald, off the mark. And then a foul on the backside rebound. Rebound was collected in by Fick, and then we had a foul on the rebound. Not a shooting foul, it was called on Ross. Her 3rd personal, team's 3rd of the quarter. Ball is inbounded to Giles. Giles working on the far wing, now cuts to the baseline, kisses one off the glass for 2. Jesse Giles able to find some room for a bucket. 69-64, 2:45 left in this fourth quarter. Bellevue with the lead in the basketball. Here's Hill on the drive, and a blocking foul for sure is going to be called. Ashlyn McDonald clearly bumping Hill there at the free throw line. McDonald picks up her 2nd personal, team's 3rd of the quarter. 5-point lead for the Bruins. Ball inbounded to Pankey. Gets a screen right away from Jones. Pankey into the hands of Martinez. A step outside the 3-point line, top of the key. Martinez on the drive. Contested shot. No, but a foul is called. Martinez able to draw contact as the foul is called on Bresky. Bresky's 2nd personal, team's 4th of the quarter. And so 2 free throws here for Martinez. She is 3 of 4 in the game. First one is up and good. 2:32 left fourth quarter. 6-point lead here for the Bruins. 2nd free throw for Martinez is good. So she hits both, make it 71-64. 15 points for Martinez, 8 in the fourth quarter, 71-64. Bruins applying some full court pressure. Trojans get it over the timeline. Bresky with it to Walsdorf. Back to Bresky on the far side. Bresky now on the drive into the lane. A little step through, a little turnaround. Jay, yes, Bresky. Turnaround jumper, her first bucket of the game she's got. 3 points, 2 to go, fourth quarter. 5-point lead for the Bruins. Ball in the near wing, Pankey. Into the blocks on this near side, Martinez, and Martinez is fouled. Reach and foul here against the Trojans. And it's going to be called on Walsdorf, her 2nd personal, team's 5th of the quarter, so a bonus situation here as Martinez steps to the line for a pair. First one is off the mark for Alexis Martinez. Second free throw here for Martinez. 5-point lead for the Bruins. Up and good. She hits 1 of 2 on the trip. Make it a 6-point lead, 72-66. Three-quarter court defense here for Bellevue. McDonald to Walsdorf, back to McDonald. Gets it over the timeline to Walsdorf. Walsdorf working on the far side up top. McDonald swung near side Giles. Giles on the drive through contact will finish off the glass for 2. And a timeout on the court, 72-68, 4-point lead for the Bellevue Bruins. 1:37 left in this fourth quarter. And a timeout is on the court. Let's pause as well. 4-point lead for the Bruins. Trojans trying to battle back here on Jammin' Country FM 103. Back after this 30-second break.
Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays, both traditional and boneless, with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU Athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. A 4-point advantage here for the Bellevue Bruins with 1:37 left in regulation. 72-68. Bruins with the basketball. Half-court defense. Hill giving it off to Pankey. Pankey into the near wing to Ross. Ross dribbles out top, gives it off to Hill. Hill on the drive, lost the basketball. Then a kick is called on McDonald. Ashlyn McDonald reaching out and kicking the basketball, so shot clock will be reset to 20 seconds. 1:23 on our game clock, fourth quarter. Ball is inbounded. Martinez at the free throw line. Gives it off to Jones to the far wing, Hill. Hill drives baseline, looks to kick it out, does to Ross. Up top to Pankey. Pankey with 10 on the shot clock, calling out the offense. High screen from Martinez. Pankey drives, now kicks near wing. Jones on the drive, contested shot up off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to get a foul called against the Trojans. Foul is going to be called on Bresky. Bresky picks up her third personal, and a bonus situation here for the Bellevue Bruins as Martinez will step to the line for 2. Bresky and Martinez were tangled up with each other. And the first free throw off the mark. 1:03 left in this fourth quarter. 4-point lead for the Bruins. And second one is up and good, and a timeout will be called. Martinez 2 out of the last 4 free throws hit. Let's keep things here with 1:03 left in this contest, or at least regulation. 73-68 the advantage here for the Bellevue Bruins over the Dakota State Trojans. So this possession for Dakota State looked like they were about to hold defensively, then a foul on the rebound gave a bonus opportunity. Martinez hits 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. So Dakota State, they've got to score on this possession. Doesn't have to be a 3 quite yet, and would have to think that some kind of full court pressure in the works now for Dakota State. Whether they make a basket or not, they're going to have to make something happen on the defensive side of things. Dakota State, actually both teams shooting at 40% in this contest, so obviously both teams shooting at a much higher clip in this second half. Morgan Kepsel leading the way for all scores. She's got 26 points in this game. Ashlyn McDonald a rebound away from a double-double in this one. It's been a good one, but that spurt at the beginning of the third quarter / second half, the difference in this one as the Bruins came out, it was a 16-2 or 16-3 run to begin the third quarter. So coming out of the full timeout, 1:03 left in this fourth quarter. Bellevue leads by 5 as we hit the 1-minute mark. McDonald with the basketball, looking to the far wing to Walsdorf. Into the hands of Walsdorf. Zone defense here for the Bruins to the near wing to Giles. Giles to the short corner to Fick. Fick jumper up off the mark. Battle for the rebound, tapped out of bounds, last touched by DSU. Now we're going to get substitutions for both sides. Olivia Bresky checking in here for DSU, and we've got Winkler checking in for Bellevue, and we've got another timeout on the court. 49.5 on our game clock, 73-68 Bellevue leading Dakota State as we head down the home stretch in this women's matchup. The men to follow about 20 minutes after the conclusion of our game. We've got a timeout on the court. This time we will step aside. You're listening to Dakota State basketball on FM 103. Back after this 30-second break.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Back here at the DSU Fieldhouse, Crash at the studios engineering our games here today. I'm Carl Hauser. Glad you've joined us on Jammin' Country, FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. Can also find us on the iHeart app, which is free, by the way, as well as a skill on your Alexa. Well, it's Bellevue basketball. They lead by 5 with 49.5 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Dakota State will indeed come out with some full court man-to-man pressure. Ball is inbounded to Hill. Hill over to Pankey. Pankey will bring it up over the timeline, up ahead to Winkler. Winkler now will dribble back out, gives it off to Ross, and now a foul will be called as Jessie Giles reaches in. That is her second personal, as Bellevue is in the bonus situation. Substitutions, Kepsel and Jones checking back in. Kepsel for the Trojans, Jones for the Bruins. Well, 2 free throws upcoming here for Ross. 17 points in this one, including 13 in the third quarter as she hits the front end. And it's 74-68, 40.1 seconds left. Second one is up and good as well. Ross hits both. 7-point lead, 75-68. Trojans get the ball up the court quickly. Walsdorf with it, comes near wing to Giles. Giles on the drive, steps through, looks to pass it off, and it's taken away. Pankey comes up with the basketball, and a reach-in foul called on Giles, her third personal. And a bonus situation here for the Bruins, as Pankey will step to the line for a pair. She is 2 for 2 in this contest. First free throw is up and good for Pankey. Well, the Bruins of Bellevue perhaps icing this one from the charity stripe. Shot clock is off in this one. Second free throw is up and good as well. 77-68, 9-point lead. It was a 4-point lead at one point, and now we're heading the other way. An offensive foul called on Ashlyn McDonald. McDonald picks up her third personal, and it is Bellevue basketball with 23 seconds left. 77-68, the Bruins with the advantage, as Bresky checks back in for Dakota State. Winkler back in for Bellevue. And ball is inbounded to Martinez. Martinez will be fouled. And a couple more free throws upcoming here for the Bruins. Foul is called on Walsdorf for a third personal. 2 free throws here for Martinez. Free throw attempts 9 and 10 in the corner. The last, I believe, 6 have been all in bonus situation. Free throw is up and good. 78-68, 10-point lead. And second one is good as well. Make it an 11-point lead, 79-68. Martinez hits both. Final 18 seconds. McDonald brings the ball up the court, kicks near wing to Giles. Giles, long three on the way, no. Rebound down low, Fick. Fick's putback is good. Fick with the bucket. Sidney gets the Trojans to within 9 at 79-70, 9.3 seconds left. And we have a timeout on the court. Let us keep things here. So a 9-point lead. Trying to think back, what was it? Reggie Miller scored, 11 points in a 15-second span back in the 90s? Dakota State basically has to hope that Bellevue hands them the basketball on the inbounds and they get a quick look three 2 or 3 times in a row. So the Bruins talking things over. And not sure if Dakota State is going to even come out and pressure. Now they will. Okay, ball is going to be inbounded at just over half court on the far side. Inbounded quickly to Hill. Hill will pass it to Martinez. Reach and foul called. And Savannah Walsdorf will pick up her 4th personal foul. 2 free throws here for Brittany Hill. First free throw off the iron, no. 7.2 seconds left on the clock in this 4th quarter as Hill hits the back end. 80-70 lead. Final seconds ticking off the clock. McDonald gets the ball over the timeline to the near corner. Bresky, 3 on the way, no, and that will do it. Well, things started out slow offensively, but the beginning of the 3rd quarter, the difference in this one as the Bellevue Bruins came out, got out to an advantage in the 3rd quarter after being down by 3 at the break, and were able to hold off Dakota State. Dakota State pulled within 4, but did not get any closer than that in the 4th quarter as our final here in the women's game, 80-70. The Bellevue Bruins with the victory, and so Bellevue now at 7-4 on the season, 1-0 in North Star Athletic Association play. Dakota State falls to 2-6, 0-1 in NSAA play. The Mustang Seeds post-game show is coming up here next. A 10-point win for the Bellevue Bruins over the DSU Trojans in our women's matchup. The men's game to follow in about 20 minutes or so from now. But our Mustang Seeds post-game show is coming up here on Jammin' Country FM 103, as well as AmazingMadison.com. Why don't we pause for a 2-minute break on Jammin' Country?
Portland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the City of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Welcome to the Mustang Seeds post-game show, brought to you by Mustang Seeds, a family-owned company with a reputation of excellent service and proven performance for over 55 years. Well, Hard-fought battle here tonight between the Bellevue Bruins and the Dakota State Trojans in our women's matchup. And again, it was the Bellevue Bruins who were able to come away with an 80-70 win. As we take a look back, let's get with some team scoring or team numbers first. Bellevue shot 26 of 65 in the contest at 40% clip. They were 7 of 29 from downtown, 21 of 27 from the free throw line. A vast majority of the free throws came in that fourth quarter as they were able to salt things away from the charity stripes. So certainly a tip of the cap. They did a really nice job. Bellevue did hitting free throws there down the stretch. 38 team rebounds. They had 10 assists, 13 steals to 9 turnovers. Came away with 3 blocks in the contest as well. For Dakota State, they shot 26 of 66 in the game, good for 39%. They were 5 of 25 from downtown, 13 of 21 from the charity stripe. Did have 46 rebounds in the game, including 17 on the offensive side of things, 15 assists to 16 turnovers. They too picked up 3 blocks in the game. Now, as far as some other team numbers, bench scoring, Dakota State outscoring Bellevue 34-19. Points in the paint in favor of Dakota State 38-26. Second chance points 19-9 in favor of Dakota State. But a big stat here, points off turnovers 21-9 in favor of Bellevue. Scoring by quarter, Bellevue took the first quarter 14-12. Dakota State came back and led at halftime 33-30, outscoring Bellevue 21-16 in the second. Third quarter, the big one here, 26-14 in favor of Bellevue. And then Bellevue did outscore Dakota State by 1 in the fourth quarter, 24-23. Some individual numbers in this one here for Bellevue. They had 4 players in double digits, 3 with 19 apiece, including Brittany Hill, Faith Ross, and Alexis Martinez. 16 from Taya Pinky, 5 from Cassie Jones, and 2 from Jaron Richardson. Hill was 6 of 11, Ross was 6 of 14, Pankey was 6 of 12. And Alexis Martinez 5 of 9, but 9 of 12 from the charity stripe in the game. Jones did pull down 9 rebounds for the Bellevue Bruins. Meanwhile, for Dakota State, 3 were in double digits, led by Morgan Kepsel, 26 points to go along with 5 rebounds for Morgan. She was 10 of 14 from the floor and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. 14 points from Jessie Giles and 12 from Ashlyn McDonald. McDonald nearly a double-double, 12 points and 9 rebounds. Sydney Fick with 7 points and 8 rebounds. Then 3 points apiece from Savannah Walsdorf, Riley Peters, and Olivia Bresky. And see here, I had 2 points from Courtney Menning in the game. Again, both teams shot pretty cool in the first half, just 11 of 36 for Dakota State, 10 of 37 for Bellevue, but then the second half, a much different story. Bellevue shot at 57%, 16 of 28, and Dakota State at 50%, 15 of 30 in the contest. And so both teams shot much better in the second half, and Bellevue able to ice away the game from the free throw line. And it was a 4-point lead with under 2 minutes to go, but some good possessions by Bellevue, and Dakota State there couldn't get a bucket when they needed it most. Ended up being a 10-point win for the Bellevue Bruins. Again, the Bruins improved to 7-4 on the season, 1-0 at North Star Athletic Association play. Meanwhile, Dakota State at 2-6 on the season and 0-1 at North Star Athletic Association play. The DSU women will be back in action this upcoming Wednesday here at home as they take on Dakota Wesley, and that will be a game that you'll be able to catch right here on Jammin' Country FM 103. Meanwhile, Bellevue back in action on Tuesday night. They're going to be on the road once again. They head to Sioux Center, Iowa to take on number 5 Dordt. Good luck to the Bellevue Bruins on their games here, and we will see Bellevue again coming up at the end of the regular season on February 21st at Gordon Lozier Athletic Center in Bellevue. So there you go. 80-70 our final score as Bellevue defeats Dakota State in the women's matchup. The men's game is on the way. This has been the Mustang Seeds post-game show. Maximum potential yields with valuable service and production. Mustang Seeds, a proven leader for over 55 years. And so we bid a fondue to our women's matchup. The men's game is on the way. Let's pause for a 2-minute break. Pre-game show next for Dakota State and Bellevue in the men's matchup here on FM 103. We're back after this 2-minute break.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the second floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center of Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans! Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays in both traditional and boneless with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU Athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Welcome back here to the DSU Fieldhouse as we get our pregame going here for our men's matchup tonight as the Trojans and Bruins getting ready to tussle things out. So Dakota State, the men coming off of a exhibition loss this past Monday, I should say, out at Black Hills State University, their second of 2 exhibition games on the year, and so 2 games that did not count against their record as getting our schedules pulled up. The Bellevue men come in with a 6-5 record on the year. They are 2-0 on the road so far this season. Meanwhile, a 3-8 record for Dakota State University. They are 2-3 here at home. The last time that they were at home ran into a very stout defensive-minded Doane University team. Doane came away with an 82-57 win. Meanwhile, the last game here for Bellevue was this past Sunday, a double overtime thriller against Midland, which they won 101-98. Again, that game was in double overtime. And so both teams, much like the women, both teams hoping to get their conference season off on the right foot. Bellevue at 6-5 overall and Dakota State at 3-8. Dakota State averaging 74 points a game offensively, giving up 76 defensively. Bellevue averaging 81 points per game offensively, giving up 78 defensively. Dakota State splits 45% from the floor, 39% from downtown, and 71% from the charity stripe. And for Bellevue, they're shooting 50% from the floor, 39% from downtown, and 68% from the free throw line. Some individual numbers here. Dakota State led by Josh McGreal, averaging just under 17 points per game, averaging 4.7 rebounds. Josh, 55% from the floor, 43% from downtown, and 76% from the charity stripe. Carson Rentz averaging 14.6 points per game and 2 rebounds, shooting 49% from the floor, 45% from beyond the arc, and 100% from the charity stripe. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far this season. And Gary Ufata, 10.8 points per game and 2 rebounds, shooting 40% from the floor, just 29% from downtown, and 71% from the free throw line. For the Bellevue Bruins, Jameel King leading the way, 17.8 points per game and 5.6 rebounds, shooting 50% from the floor, 44% from beyond the arc, and 75% from the free throw line. Lewis Hayes averaging 11.8 points per game and 4.1 rebounds, shooting an outstanding 56% from the floor, 31% from downtown, and 51% from the free throw line. And other leading scorers, Connor Dukes averaging 10.5 points per game, 2.1 rebounds, 50% from the floor, 45% from downtown, and 84% from the free throw line for Connor Dukes. Now, as far as these two teams are concerned, Dakota State is +2 overall in first half scoring on the year, but -18 in the second half. Meanwhile, Bellevue is -39 in the first half, but +62 in the second half. So we'll see how that pans out here tonight. Bellevue did win both of the meetings last year. A 66-45 win here at the Fieldhouse and a 63-46 win in Bellevue. So Dakota State, hoping to not fall into the same line as the women did, are hoping to pick up a victory here tonight. Looking forward to our student section once again. They were very ruckus during the women's game. Expect the same performance in our men's matchup. Once again, want to welcome you into the Helena Broadcast booth. Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Helena of Madison, the grower's choice in the area. About 6-7 minutes away from tip-off between Dakota State and Bellevue in the men's matchup here this evening. Let's step aside for another 2-minute break. We'll take a look at our starting lineups next. You're listening to Dakota State basketball on FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. Back after this 2-minute break.
Dakota State Trojans, good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Yep. Welcome back to the Fieldhouse Crash. Back at the studios, I'm Carl Hauser. It's Dakota State basketball here on FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of the visitors in the Bellevue Bruins. Head coach is Lucas Gabriel, assisted by Nate Geiser. It'll be number 2, a 6'3 junior guard from San Francisco, California, Niame Harris. Number 5, a 6'6 junior forward from Stockton, California, Lewis Hayes. Number 10, a senior guard from Plattsmouth, Nebraska at 6'2, Connor Dukes. Number 12, a 6'3 junior guard from Corona, California, Jalen Wiltz. And number 32, a 6'5 junior guard from Oakland, California. And number 32, Jameel King. That is the starting 5 for the Bellevue Bruins. Bruins with the bench to my right. Looks like they'll be in their purple jerseys here this evening. Now the starting lineup for head coach Gary Garner in his 11th season with Dakota State, assisted by Nathaniel Rowan and Trevor Flemmer. It will be number 1, a junior guard, 5'10 from Pleasantville, Iowa, and Brady Elder. Number 2, a junior guard at 6'2 from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, Gary Uafade. Number 2. Number 20, a 6'7 sophomore forward from Waukee, Iowa, Anthony Costello. Number 25, a 6'7 junior forward from Lido Lakes, Minnesota, and Josh McGreal. And number 31, a freshman guard, 6'4 from Sioux Falls in Cole Broon. The starting 5 for Dakota State, as they will be in their white jerseys here this evening. Dakota State will move left to right in this first half, right to left for the Bellevue Bruins. Well, should be a fantastic matchup. The women's game was a fun and entertaining game and really picked up pace after the first quarter. Do expect a fast-paced game here in our men's matchup. Well, good crowd on hand here. Student section ready to rock and roll. Once again, they were loud in our first game, expected to be loud in our second game, and a good crowd overall here for our men's matchup. Tip-off is coming up in a couple of minutes. We're back to the DSU Fieldhouse after this 2-minute break on FM 103.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the second floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center of Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans! Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays of both traditional and wellness with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat-screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU Athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. I guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Great rendition of our national anthem here at the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. Our officials for tonight's matchup include Aaron Entringer, Steve Scheppel, and Jacob Studer, our three official for the men's game here this evening. Well, the Bruins will be in their purple jerseys here tonight. The Dakota State's Trojans will be in their home white. Student section off to my right, and another big student section at that. Fans across the way, and a nice showing, perhaps one of our larger crowds of the season so far here on this Saturday evening. And, well, not a whole lot going on here. Of course, Dakota State indoor track and field teams in action here this weekend. Yesterday up at South Dakota State, I believe there was a few events today as well. Going to get the feet wet. Their next meet will not be until the middle of January. But also had some distance runner down in Nebraska as well. Fremont, Nebraska. It was actually a half marathon qualifier for the national tournament in the spring. So looking forward to seeing the results of the distance runners down in Fremont here today, as well as some more results from the track meetup at South Dakota State University. And also esports as well. Might as well throw it in. Esports in action for Dakota State here today. They had their Winter Dome-a-Palooza. So there you go. 80-70 was the final in the women's game. Bellevue picking up the victory over Dakota State. As we have had our starting lineups announced, ready to rock and roll. It is Harris, Hayes, Dukes, Wiltz, and King for Bellevue, Elder, Ufata, Costello, McGreal, and Bruin for the Trojans. So teams out of the court. We'll get some slightly ceremonial fist bumps between the two sides. And ready to rock and roll. Again, the Bruins right to left, the Trojans left to right. So the Trojans will head towards their student section here in this first half. It's McGreal and Hayes on the tip. And we are underway as Hayes will give up the tip. And it's Dakota State basketball. Elder setting up the offense. Brady Elder dribbling to the far wing, looking for a high entry post to McGreal. Nothing doing. Brady Elder still nothing doing. Dribbles to the near wing, keeps possession of the basketball. Good defense by Bellevue. This is Costello on the drive. Costello has the ball stripped away. Got it back. And excuse me, that was it McGreal? I was blocked by the official. No, it was Costello, Anthony Costello. Little jumper in the lane, up and good. Now back the other way. Ball taken away by the Trojans. 2-0 in lead. Here's Costello on the near block. Costello working against Hayes. Little left hook is up and good for Anthony Costello, and he's got back-to-back buckets. Good start here for the Dakota State men. Ball on the far wing. Now on the near side, this is Harris. Harris on the drive, double team, kicks out far side to Dukes. Dukes back to Harris, 12 on the shot clock, into the hands of King. King gets a double high staggered screen, doesn't use it, goes near side. King with 5 on the shot clock. King, contested turnaround jumper off the mark, no. And Bruin pulls in the defensive rebound for the Trojans. 18-14 left first half, 4-0 advantage for Dakota State. Brady Elder setting up the offense, top of the key, guarded by King. Brady now stepping out near half court, setting up the offense. Dribble handoff near side to Bruin. Bruin guarded by Dukes to the high post to Costello. Costello on the far elbow, passes to the far side. This is Bruin. Bruin then passes back to Costello. Jumper from the free throw line off the mark. And Lewis Hayes rips in the rebound for the Bruins. Hayes gives it off to Jamel King. King gets a high screen from Hayes. We're going the other way. Moving screen called on Lewis Hayes. Hayes' first personal, team's first of the half. Substitution here for the Bruins, checking in number 4. 6'7" junior forward from Sacramento, California, Isaiah Bates. So Bates checks in. Elder, once again, dribble handoff. Ufata into the hands of McGreal. Onto the far side, Bruin outside the three-point line, back up top to Elder. Brady surveys the scene, comes near side to McGreal. McGreal deep down low to Costello. Costello to Ufata, then Ufata looking into the blocks. And the pass to McGreal was too far. It's a turnover on Dakota State's. 2+ minutes gone by in this opening half. 4-0 lead for Dakota State's. Ball is inbounded to Naomi Harris. Harris gives it back to King. King dribbles to the near side, now into the hands. The near wing to Wiltz. Wiltz down low. Good finish through pressure for Isaiah Bates. Bates with the first bucket of the game. And it's a 4-2 Dakota State lead. 17.5 left in this first half. Brady Elder setting the offense top of the key, gives it off to McGreal, who stepped outside from the high post. McGreal on the drive, good defense by Jalen Wiltz. McGreal works in the lane, little hook shot is up and good. Beautiful look there from Josh McGreal, scoring over Wiltz. 6-2 in favor of Dakota State. Harris on the drive, beautiful spin move off the glass, yes! Naomi Harris finishes on a beautiful spin move, kisses it off the glass from the left side. 6-4 Trojans. McGreal gets the ball up top, looking to Ufata. Gar Ufata on the far wing, now into the blocks to McGreal. And we're going to get a foul down low. This one's going to be called on Jalen Wiltz. Wiltz's first personal and team's second of the half. Substitutions, checking in number 3, Jerron Dixon, senior guard from Modesto, California at 6'2", as well as number 22, Amufis Mitchell, senior forward from Missouri, Texas. Amufis Mitchell, now on the inbound, a foul against Dakota State as McGreal is called for the offensive foul, his first personal, team's first of the half. Substitution here, number 4 for the Trojans, sophomore guard from Sioux Falls at 6'5", Brady Van Hollen checking in.
Let's go.
Bellevue basketball trailing by 2, 16:40 left in this first half. Bates with the basketball, hands it off to Dixon. Dixon drives far side, kicks into Harris in the corner. Harris in the lane, kicks back out top. This is Mitchell. Mitchell attacking, looks to pass it out. Oh, Van Hollen comes away with the steal. Numbers not on Van Hollen's side. He wants to launch up a 3, can't hit. Rebound collected in by Mitchell.
Down the hill.
Memphis Mitchell then driving down, loses the basketball, diving forward but sliding out of bounds is Brady Elder. And possession arrow will stay in favor of Bellevue. Meanwhile, Hayes and Hayes and King back in here for the Bruins. Bruins inbound on the offensive baseline. It's to King in the near block. King working on Van Hollen. Little workaround, pass off to Hayes. Hayes comes up with the basketball. Hayes working on McGreal, finds space. Hayes will finish through some pressure. Good finish by Lewis Hayes. His first bucket of the game. We're knotted at 6s. Elder swings to the far wing, Van Hollen. Van Hollen back up top to Elder. Into the near blocks to Costello. Costello, little turnaround lefty J, short off the iron. Defensive rebound to Dukes. Dukes gives it off to Dixon. Now into the hands of King. King on the drive, attacks, kicks far side. Dukes 3 on the way, bottom of the nets. Connor Dukes hits the 3, and it's a 9-6 advantage for the Bruins. Substitutions here for both sides. It's on our next dead ball. Brady Elder setting up the offense, dribbling to the near wing up top. It's to Bruin. Bruin looking to the high post to McGreal, but nothing doing. Dribbles to the far side, now gets a screen from McGreal. Bruin still has possession of the basketball, wants to get rid of it. Does to McGreal. Oh, they cannot connect. And ball out of bounds, a turnover on Dakota State. Substitution here, number 14, freshman guard from Sioux Falls at 6'2", Gavin Schipper checking in for the first time. Meanwhile, Bates back in for the Bruins, as well as Harris. Naomi Harris splits the near side with Bates. King swings at the far wing to Mitchell. Mitchell looking around, comes back up top. Dixon faked the 3, gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell drives near side, nothing doing, back up top to King. King working on Van Hollen, lost the basketball but able to tap it to his teammate. 10 on the shot clock, ball kicked out near wing. Mitchell, 3 on the way, yes. 3 for Mitchell, his first bucket of the game. 5 different players have scored for the Bellevue Bruins, and it's 12-6 in favor of the Bruins. Elder setting up the offense. The offense has gone quiet here for Dakota State. 14:30 left in this first half. Dribble handoff to Van Hollen on the far wing. High screen from Costello. Van Hollen kicks back far side Elder. Elder on the drive, driving, and now a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be called on Bellevue's number 3, Jaron Dixon. Or Jaron Dixon, excuse me. Jaron Dixon, my apologies. Dixon with his first personal, team's third of the half. Boy, it looked like Brady Elder may have gotten away with a push. Not much argument from the Bruins bench. 12-6, Bellevue leading Dakota State. Ball inbounded to Costello. Costello jumper from the far side of the lane won't go, but an offensive rebound. Van Hollen comes up and he gives it to Shipper. Back to Van Hollen, 3 on the way, no. Rebound Dixon on the backside for the Bellevue Bruins. Tight man-to-man defense so far for Bellevue. King with the basketball. King on the drive, clear space. Traveled with it. Jameel King clearing space, but kind of drug his pivot foot. Called for the travel and a turnover on the Bruins. Josh McGreal checking back in. McGreal back in here for Dakota State. 12-6 in favor of the Bruins. Elder setting up the offense, top of the key, looking to the near wing. Shipper. Great man-to-man pressure here by the Bruins. Shipper back over to Elder. Elder launches up a 3. Good luck, and Brady Elder hits from downtown. A much-needed bucket, cutting the deficit in half. 12-9 in favor of the Bellevue Bruins. King brings the ball over the timeline, gets in the corner to Mitchell. Mitchell back out to King, and the ball is knocked away by Gary Ufata. Substitutions here for the Bruins. Dukes and Wiltz checking back in. Wiltz and Dukes back in. It is Bruins basketball. They inbound at the far end of the scorers table. Dukes on the far side, and a foul is going to be called. An offensive foul on Niami Harris. Harris picks up his first personal, team's 4th of the half. I believe that is the second offensive foul in this game so far here for the Bellevue Bruins. So Dakota State basketball, Gary Ufata setting up the offense, gets a high screen from Van Hollen. Gary attacking to the bucket. Can he finish off the glass? You bet. Ufata with his first bucket of the game, a 5-0 run here by the Trojans. 13:20 left in this first half. 12-11 Bruins. A beautiful drive by Harris, but he cannot finish through some light pressure. Defensive rebound to McGreal, gives it off to Van Hollen, out of the hands of Gary Ufata. The junior guard from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, setting up the offense into the hands of Shipper on the far side. Shipper, couple of dribbles, now top of the key, comes near wing, looking for McGreal in the blocks. Not much doing, now does find Josh in this near short corner. McGreal working on Hayes, near block, 6 on the shot clock. McGreal, little up and under move, left hand hook, can't finish, rims out. Hayes pulls down the defensive rebound. Jaron Dixon dribbling far wing, hands it off to Wiltz. Wiltz top of the key to Dukes. Dukes kicks far wing to Dixon and back up top to Harris. Harris on the drive, stops, kicks out to Dukes, back up top. This is Dixon. Dixon guarded by Ufata, 10 on the shot clock. Dixon on the drive, penetrating, shot is up and in. Tough angle shot there from Jaron Dixon, but he gets it to go. His first bucket of the game. 14-11 in favor of Bellevue. Dakota State with the basketball. Elder, top of the key, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Ufata. Van Hollen posting on the far side. Ufata dribbles there. Gary attacking. Can he finish through contact? No. Ball is loose, and Harris comes away with the rebound. Harris pushes from right to left. He's got Wiltz on the far wing. Stood back up top. Dixon. Dixon now dribbling to the far wing. Picked up by Shipper. Looking to the blocks to Hayes. Hayes at the high post. Has it working on McGreal. Lewis Hayes. Little spin move. Finish right side. Oh, too much touch. And now a foul on the rebound against the Bellevue Bruins. Foul's going to be called on Jalen Wiltz. Wiltz picks up his second personal, team's 5th of the half. Substitutions here for the Bruins. King and Mitchell back in Meanwhile, checking in for the first time for Dakota State, sophomore guard from Del Rapids at 6'1", Carson Rentz. Solid physical game so far. 11:40 left, first half, 14-11. Bellevue with the lead. Ufata with the basketball, dribbles near side, setting up the offense. High screen from Rentz. Ufata now comes to Rentz on this near side. Back up top to Ufata, and the ball's thrown away. Miscommunication by the Trojans, and they turn the basketball away. So possession back to the Bruins as they lead by 3. Jamel King dribbles far side, hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles, swings near side to Dixon. Dixon penetrates into the lane. Can he finish through contact? No. Van Hollen comes away with the defensive rebound, gives it off to Ufata. Gary sets up the offense as he comes across the timeline, guarded by Dixon. Now top of the key, dribbles near side. Shipper goes back behind him. High screen from McGreal. Ufata into the hands of Rentz. Rentz working on the near wing, back up top to Ufata. 10 on the shot clock. Into the hands of Shipper. Gavin Shipper on the drive, kicks back outside. Ufata contested 3 off the mark. No. Rebound fought for. King has it for the Bruins. King with the basketball, gets a high screen, penetrates, kicks near side, and a blocking foul is going to be called. Carson Rentz will be called for the blocking foul in the lane. Wanted the charge, but won't get it. First foul on Rentz, second team foul on Dakota State. Substitution here for the Bruins. Lewis Hayes, number 5, checking back in. Substitution, checking back in. Brady Elder here for Dakota State. Gary Ufata will check out. Everyone lined up, ball inbound to Hayes. Hayes out at the free throw line, hands it off to King. King working on Van Hollen, drives left side. Ball is stripped away by Van Hollen. Oh, it's off the knee of King, and we're going the other way. Jamel King cannot believe the call. Dakota State will have it. 14-11, Bellevue leading. Good physical game here from both sides. Trojan basketball. Brady Elder setting things up, works on the far side, outside the three-point line. Double staggered, double high screen. Elder then feeds it off to Rentz. Rentz 3 on the way, in and out, no. And Connor Dukes pulls in the defensive rebound for the Bruins, gives it off to King. Jamel King with the step, passes back out Dixon. Jaron Dixon feeds it off to Mitchell, comes back to Dixon on the near wing. Dixon on the drive, has a lane to the bucket. Can he finish? Yes. Jaron Dixon with 4 points in this first half. In fact, we're halfway through this first half, 16-11 in favor of the Bellevue Bruins. Elder calling out the offense. Dakota State has had a bit of a time getting their offense set up. Good man-to-man defense here so far by the Bruins. Josh McGreal has the ball, steps outside to take a 3 and misses everything. Dakota State cool from downtown so far. And looks like we're going to get a timeout on the courts. 9:40 left in this first half, 16-11. The Bellevue Bruins lead the Trojans of Dakota State here at the DSU Fieldhouse. A timeout is on the court. We'll pause as well. You're listening to DSU Basketball on Jammin' Country FM 103. We're back after this 30-second break.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash Engineering back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. It's 16-11. The Bruins of Bellevue with a 5-point lead here over the Trojans of Dakota State. After DSU got out to an early advantage, Bellevue then got up 12-6. And right now at 16-11, the Bellevue Bruins good man-to-man pressure and do a fair amount of substituting, as I believe they're going about 8 deep here tonight. Right around the same number, 8 or 9 deep for Dakota State as well. So Bruins basketball coming out of the full timeout. It was taken by Dakota State. All in the near post to Lewis Hayes. Hayes working on McGreal. Able to finish through contact. Lewis Hayes finishes down low, 18-11 in favor of the Bruins. Dakota State shooting just 31% in this contest so far. And now we have a travel called on Dakota State. Substitution for the Bruins as well. Checking back in, it's going to be Connor Dukes. Checking in for Amaufis Mitchell. So nearing 9 minutes left in this first half, 18-11 in favor of Bellevue. Here's Hayes in the post once again, kicks out near wing. Harris thought about a three. Harris on the drive, beautiful spin move. And will finish off the glass for 2 by Niameh Harris with a beautiful, beautiful move down the lane. 22-11 in favor of Bellevue. Brady Elder, step back 2 on the way. That one won't go. Defensive rebound collected in by Jamail King. Jamail working on the far side, nearly lost the handle, kicks it out top to Harris, near side. This is Wiltz. Wiltz dribble handoff to King. King to the free throw line. King, beautiful pro hop move down the lane and finishes with 2. And all of a sudden things clicking extremely well for the Bellevue Bruins as they have a 22-11 advantage over Dakota State. Van Hollen on the far wing. Brady driving into the lane, trying to finish over Dukes and will. Hard fought finish there for Brady Van Hollen, his first bucket of the game. 22-13 in favor of Bellevue. Nearing 8 to go first half. Wiltz drives, looks to hand it off. It's off the leg of Elder and out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. Substitutions here as Mitchell and Dixon check back in for Bellevue. Harris and Wiltz will check out. Inbounding will be Dixon on the offensive baseline. Quickly inbounded to King on the near side. Looking down low to Hayes, and the pass is actually off the body of Carson Rentz. Out of bounds, and it is going to remain in favor of Bellevue. And it's Mitchell on this near wing, looking to Hayes in the near short corner. Hayes working on McGreal, 10 on the shot clock. Hayes spins into the lane, little floater is up and good. Nice move there from Lewis Hayes. He's got 6 points in the first half, and it's 24-13. Van Hollen on the near side for the Trojans. On the dribble, then passes back out to Elder. Elder attacking in the lane, feeds it after McGreal. McGreal can't finish, gets his own rebound to the putback. Is up and good for Josh McGreal. 24-15, the advantage for Bellevue. King with the basketball, 7:19 and counting. Now Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive, feeds it baseline to Dixon. Dixon's pass then taken away. A little too razzle-dazzle taken away on a tip pass. Elder came up with it, gives it off to Shipper. Gavin Shipper to the far wing to Carson Rentz. Rentz back up top to Elder. To the near wing, Van Hollen. Van Hollen on the drive, little step through floater up off the glass. No, rebound tapped around, and then a foul on the rebound. Good effort there by Hayes. Josh McGreal caught in a tough spot. And the foul is going to be on Josh McGreal, his second personal, team's third of the half. Ufata and Costello back in for Dakota State. Meanwhile, Bates back in for, Bates and Harris back in for Bellevue. Jaron Dixon, dribble handoff to Harris. Harris dribbling to the free throw line, passes out to Mitchell. Mitchell finds space. Can he finish through traffic? No, but a foul. A lot of contact on the drive. And a foul is going to be called on Costello. That is his first personal, team's fourth of the half. 2 free throws upcoming here for Amaufis Mitchell. Senior from Missouri City, Texas. Mitchell steps to the line. He's got 3 points in the game so far. First free throw in and out. The crowd on hand here tonight. Good student section for both the women's game here and the men's game as well. 6:42 left in this first half as Mitchell hits the back end. And it's 25-15 in favor of Bellevue. Brady Elder calling out the offense, brings the ball over the timeline, picked up there by Dixon. Elder looking, now dribbles far side, dribble handoff to Rentz. Rentz looking to go back to Elder, does. Elder working on Mitchell, looks to the far baseline. It's Shipper. Shipper in the corner, makes a move. Gavin now driving baseline, little floater off the glass is good. Boy, nice look from Gavin Shipper, his first bucket of the half. 25-17 Bruins with it. Here's Harris. Harris, top of the key, picked up by Costello on a screen, looks into the blocks to Bates. Bates kicks out, ball passed up top. Mitchell. Mitchell traveled with it. Happy feet from Mitchell, top of the key. Turnover on the Bruins. It's Dakota State basketball. Boy, fun seeing the interaction between head coaches, assistant coaches, players on the field. A whole lot of discussions. And all very civil. Brady Elder brings the ball, crosses the timeline, and the play clock did not start right away. So they'll put the play clock to, the shot clock to 28 seconds. Ball will be inbounded here in front of the scorer's table. Now they put 28 minutes up on the scoreboard. 25-17, Bellevue Bruins with the 8-point lead as we have 6:02 left on our game clock. Well, having some issues here with the clock. And all right, well, we'll get through it here together. Still waiting for that 28 mark. Friendly reminder, the Wilbur Ellis halftime report is coming up. Take a look back at stats in the first half. We'll chat with head coach David Moe, the Dakota State women's team, as ball is inbounded to Carson Rentz. Rentz working on Mitchell, and Rentz will bring it over the timeline. Rentz now into the hands of Elder. Under 20 on the shot clock as Dakota State sets up their offense. Elder on the drive into the lane, feeds it off down low to Costello, and Costello will finish for two. Oh, what a sensational play from Brady Elder. A beautiful feed. Harris back the other way. Kicks up top. Dixon, top of the key. Three in and out. Rebound fought for. Bates comes up with it. And out to Harris. Harris, guarded by Ufata. High screen from Bates. Dribbles near space, or rather near lane line. Kicks out to Mitchell. Mitchell to the baseline to Dixon. Dixon can't save it from going out of bounds. Mitchell thought that Dixon was cutting harder down the baseline than what he was. Substitutions here for Bellevue. Wiltz and King check back in. 25-19 with 5:17 left in this first half. Bellevue leads by 6. Dakota State with the basketball. Brady Elder on the near wing working on King. Elder kicks far side to Ufata. Ufata into the lane, penetrating. Now has to pass out. He does. It's to Shipper. Shipper top of the key working on Wilt. Shipper into the lane, penetrates left side. Little step through, up off the mark. No. Ball is loose, and it's going to be picked up by Costello. Costello, the shot is blocked by Bates. Bates then saves it into Wiltz. What a sensational play by Bates. Back the other way come the Bruins. Wiltz will kick up top to King. King gets a high screen, dribbles near wing, hands it off to Dixon. Dixon drives, penetrates, kicks it off to Wiltz. Wiltz, near wing, this is Dukes. Dukes on the drive, has a step. Can he finish through contact? You betcha. Connor Dukes with a nice finish. He's got 5 in this first half. 27-19 in favor of Bellevue. 4:20 left in our first half. Brady Elder setting up the offense. Elder looking for someone. He finds Ufata on the far side. Ufata working on Dixon. Spin move into lane. Tries to finish through contact. Passes off, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Gara Ufata, and out of bounds. A turnover on the Trojans. Brady Van Hollen checking back in for DSU. And also Cole Brune checking back in. Lewis Hayes back in for the Bruins, as well as Miami Harris. 8-point lead here for the Bruins. Final 4 minutes of this first half. Jamel King hands it off to Jalen Wiltz. Wiltz back to Hayes and way up top to Harris. Harris working on Brune. Harris, nearly lost his own footing, then dribbles the ball through his legs. King, 3 on the way. That one too strong from Jamel King, and he knew it. Defensive rebound into the hands of Dakota State. Elder Comes to the near side. This is Van Hollen. Van Hollen back out to Elder. Elder working far side. Now comes back out to Van Hollen. Van Hollen driving right side of lane. Spins into the middle of the lane. Spins back out. Feeds it off to Costello. Costello, 10-footer off the mark. No. Defensive rebound into the hands of the Bruins. 3:25 and counting left in this first half. Harris hands it off to Dukes. Dukes into the hands of Wiltz. Wiltz to Harris. Harris, spin move into the lane, clear space, but no shot available. Back into the hands of Harris after giving it out to Wiltz. 10 on the shot clock here for the Bruins. Harris, 3, top of the key, off the mark, no. Elder with the defensive rebound. Brady Elder wants to push the other way. Elder pulls up from the free throw line. Jumper is up off the mark. Dukes comes away with the rebound. Good job there defensively. Connor Dukes pulls in the rebound, gives it off to King. King working on Ufata, gets a high screen from Harris, uses it again. King spins into the lane through contact, can't finish, but a foul. 27-19 the score, 2:44 left in this first half as the foul is going to be called on Costello. His second personal, team's 5th of the half. 2 free throws upcoming for Jamel King. King's first visit to the charity stripe. Really good offensive continuity by the Bruins, going 8 deep here, and they don't seem to miss a beat no matter who is on the court. Free throw for King is up and good. 28-19 in favor of the Bellevue Bruins. Latter stages of this first half here at the DSU Fieldhouse. Free throw up and good. King hits both. He's got 4 points in the first half, make it 29-19. 29-19 in favor of Bellevue. And here's a foul out at half court. Jamel King went for the steal. King will pick up his first personal, team 6th of the half. Coach Gabriel says no biggie. Mitchell and let's see, Mitchell checking back in. I believe Dixon back in as well here for Bellevue. Van Hollen quickly gets it into Elder, nearing 2.5 left in this first half. 10-point advantage for the Bruins. Ufata working top of the key. Not a whole lot doing, looking around, nothing going on. Ufata needs to get rid of the basketball. Working on Harris. Ufata into the lane, and we're going to get a foul called against Harris well before the shots. Harris will pick up his second personal, team's 7th of the half. I've got 17 fouls against Bellevue, but they've only got 6, so okay. Ball inbounded on the near side to Costello for the Trojans. Yep, think they missed that call for sure. Here's the pass down low to Costello, and Costello's going to be fouled. And we're going to get a 1-and-1 situation here as Jamel King is called for reach and foul. And yeah, they were a foul behind. It should have been a 1-and-1 the last time. There we had a foul. King will check out as Dukes checks back in for Bellevue. Anthony Costello at the line for the 1-and-1. This will be the first free throw of the half here for Dakota State. It comes with 2:13 left. The lefty Costello's free throw in and out, no good. Dixon pulls in the rebound. Jaron Dixon will give it off to Naomi Harris. Harris into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell gets a high screen from Hayes. Mitchell dribble handoff to Dukes. Good motion offense here. Now Harris. Harris to Dixon, and we're going to get an offensive foul against Naomi Harris. Harris basically bullied his way, didn't set a block or a pick at all, rather went right through the defender, picks up his 3rd personal, and that is going to be the 9th of the half. Offensive foul, no chance for free throws. So Trojan basketball just under 2 to go in this first half. 29-19, Bellevue leading. Top of the key, Elder. Elder looking to the near blocks to Costello, working on Hayes. Turn swings, far wing, Bruin. Bruin on the attack. Gets in lane, little floaters up and good for Cole Bruin. His first bucket of the game. 29-21 in favor of Bellevue. Latter stages here of this first half. Dakota State hoping to end it on a good note. Mitchell into the hands of Dixon. Dixon dribbles, passes the far side to King. King keeps it in bounds after it's off the head of Ufata. 10 on the shot clock. King will back things out and reset. High screen coming from Hayes. King, long three on the way, off the iron, no. Ufata pulls in the defensive rebound to Elder. 1:07 left in this first half. Yeah, Elder, three on the way, in and out, no. Halfway down, popped out. Dixon comes away with the basketball. Final minute of play in this first half. That would have been a big three, to say the least, from Brady Elder. Was a good look, top of the key. Motion offense here for the Bruins. Dixon has it. Double high staggered screen. Dixon on the drive. Kicks to the far wing to Mitchell. Mitchell into the paint, kicks near side. Dukes contested three. Good. Connor Dukes with a three in his face. It's his second three of the half. And it's 32-21 in favor of the Bellevue Bruins. About a 4-second differential between game and shot clock here in this first half. Brady Van Holle with the basketball gets in the hands of Gara Ufata. Ufata calling out the offense, working a little ISO on Dixon, goes left side of the lane, kisses one off the glass, can't finish. Hayes pulls in the rebound. 8 seconds left, King with the basketball. He'll get a high screen from Hayes. Never did get to set it, kicks it down low to Dixon. Dixon left all alone and is able to beat the buzzer. The defense for Dakota State not matched up. And Jaron Dixon left all alone down low, lays it off the glass for two. And a little 5-0 run to end the first half. And as we head to the Wilbur Ellis halftime report, 34-21, the Bellevue Bruins lead the Trojans of Dakota State here at the DSU Field House. And a big bucket there right at the end, able to beat the buzzer, was Jaron Dixon. And so 34-21 our score at the break. Wilbur Ellis halftime report is on the way. We'll take a look at some of our numbers from the first half. Hope to hear from head coach of the women's team, Dave Moe, as well. 13-point lead for Bellevue at the break. Wilbur Ellis halftime report is on the way here on Jammin' Country FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. We are back after this 2-minute break. 2-minute break. And the Wilbur Ellis halftime report coming up next.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in seed technology, as well as plant protection and nutrition. Wilbur Ellis, located in Chester, South Dakota, providing As-Grow and DeKalb brands, various field applications, and local plot data, can provide you with expert advice for your acres. Grow smart and reduce loss. Let Wilbur Ellis address your challenges. Contact your Wilbur Ellis representative at 489-2171. At Wilbur Ellis, they never stop looking ahead.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center of Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans!
Welcome to the Wilbur Ellis halftime report here. Halftime show brought to you by Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Contact your local field experts today to help you grow smart, increase productivity, and reduce loss. Wilbur Ellis where they never stop looking ahead. 34-21 is the score as the Bellevue Bruins lead the DSU Trojans here as both teams open up the 2019-2020 North Star Athletic Association conference play for the season. Some of our numbers from the first half. For Bellevue, they shot a blistering 61% from the floor. 14 of 23, they were 3 of 8 from downtown and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Dakota State shot 33%, 10 of 30. They were 1 of 7 from downtown and 0 for 1 in the free throw departments. Some other team numbers: 7 points off turnovers for Bellevue, 5 for Dakota State, 18 points in the paint for Bellevue, 6 for Dakota State. Dakota State with 2 second chance points, and Bellevue with 10 bench points compared to 4 for Dakota State. Some individual numbers, really balanced scoring. Yeah, all but one player that has seen the court has scored for Bellevue, and they are led by Connor Dukes, who has 8 points in the first half to go along with 3 rebounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players have scored so far for Bellevue. Meanwhile, Dakota State led by Anthony Costello. He's got 6 points on 3 of 8 shooting, but Bellevue with a good rotation of players, and everyone just seems like they're off and ready to go, and a great rotation by Bellevue in that first half. And they shot 14 of 23 for 61% in first half action. So Dakota State's going to need to pick up a few more defensive stops in this one if they want to crawl back into it, as it is 34-21 in favor of the visiting Bellevue Bruins. Well, we'll take a break coming up in a little bit, but right now we are joined by David Moe, head coach of the Dakota State women's basketball side. And Coach, pretty thrilling matchup there with Bellevue. Unfortunately the game was decided there in the first couple of minutes of that third quarter. Let's talk through the game. Kind of a slow start for both teams offensively. Things did pick up, but I thought, still a lot of positives from this one. Got pulled within 4. Kind of some learning opportunities there at the end of the game also.
Yeah, I was just talking to Coach Danley from Bellevue, and we were joking that I think we set basketball back about 20 years with our shooting in the first half. That's one thing that we've been able to rely on this year is our ability to shoot the ball, and we got some really good shots. We just didn't make them tonight, and that's going to happen. And on days you're not shooting the ball well, you got to rely on your defense, and our defense kept us in the game except for the first 3 minutes of that third quarter. We just came out. We weren't as sharp as we should have been, and Bellevue came out with a whole different sense of urgency and just an intensity, and they kind of got on us, and that was really the game. We tried to push it back. We get it within 5, and then push it back to 8. We get it within 5, push it back to 8, and I talked about it against Dort and against Bellevue. When you go against good teams, you got to play for 40 minutes. Yep. If you play for 37 or 36, you're not going to win. And that's what happened is, we just didn't play the full 40 minutes, and that's on me. I got to get our players to stay focused for the whole 40 minutes, and that's doesn't matter if it's coming out of the locker room or going in the locker room. We got to be focused the entire time. So,
physical game in that matchup as well. I did enjoy that part of it, and gals were able to play down low. Big game from Morgan Kepsel. Anytime you shoot 10 for 14, finish with 26 points, that's a really solid night. She's got really soft hands down low, and that goes a long way, and did a nice job tonight posting up, and then players were able to find her. And, just one of those games where Morgan really kept you guys in that game in the second half, and she was able to step to the line, 6 for 6 on the line as well. When you get your center shooting a high percentage from the free throw line, just adds another dimension to the game. Morgan really with a nice game here tonight.
Yeah, she played great, and it was fun to see our team kind of rally around her. They kept on finding her, they kept on looking for her, and they got the ball inside because we knew that she gave us a really good chance to come away with 2 points every time down. So she did a good job of getting down the floor and fighting for position. And there's a few times we just were able to throw the ball up, and she just went and got it and put it in. And when you have a kid like that can get you almost an automatic 2 points, 10 for 14 is a great shooting percentage. You got to keep on going to the well, and I thought she played great, and I thought our guards did a really good job of continuing to find her throughout the game. But, you know, it's fun to see the team come along. You know, Morgan's coming along. All of these new players to the program, they're coming along and they're starting to play together. It just comes back to 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes. So I'm really proud of the team. We're still learning. We're still growing. We're gonna get there, and it just comes down to staying focused the entire time.
One final comment here, Stat. You were able to out-rebound them 46-38. 17 offensive rebounds in the game. Any coach is going to be pleased with that. I thought the girls attacked the glass all night long. In fact, there's, I believe, 2 or 3 girls nearly had double-doubles in the game. So if you could continue to attack the glass, it was a poor shooting night, but they were able to get second chance and even third chance opportunities at times.
Yeah, and, you know, that's rebounding. Rebounding comes down to just effort, you know.
Yep.
And Liv Bresky and Sid Fick, they were awesome on the glass tonight, especially on the offensive side. They were just relentless, and that was one of our big keys coming in because Martinez is such a good rebounder for Bellevue was if you can block out and rebound, we're going to have a chance, and they did their job. They did a really good job of keeping Bellevue off the glass and then getting second shots for us. And so, again, that's something that we can definitely build off of and continue to grow. Really proud of them. We're going to continue to get better. I just want Trojan Nation to stay with us. We're coming. We're coming. I was just talking to Coach Branko in the office. It's kind of like that guy digging for gold who stops 3 feet short and he doesn't realize what kind of gold mine he has behind that next cut.
Yep.
That's where we're at, and we're not going to stop. We're going to keep on pushing. We're going to keep on getting better, and this team is going to be great. I'm telling you right now.
80-70 loss here tonight. Again, something I'm sure we'll talk about down the road, making sure in college you got to be able to play that 40 minutes of basketball. There were a lot of positives to take away. And so you think about this game for a little bit, and obviously a big game coming up Wednesday night as well as you welcome in your rival Dakota Wesleyan. Looking forward to that game, a game that you'll be able to catch here on FM 103. Coach, thanks a lot for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Carl.
We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. We'll continue the Wilbur Ellis halftime report when we come back. Thanks to Coach Mo for joining us here during halftime of the boys' game. Men's game, 34-21 is the advantage for Bellevue over Dakota State. And we'll be back with more of the Wilbur Ellis halftime report after this 2-minute timeout on Jammin' Country, FM 103.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays, both traditional and wellness, with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat-screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. I guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Great Western Bank is your local hometown bank and the nation's 8th largest ag lender. We offer sophisticated services from investments to cash management and the financial power for specialized lending without limits. Our focus on relationships means we get to know our customers and businesses. Great Western Bank provides our customers with the right financial tools and products for success, so you can be greater with Great Western Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash back at the studios engineering for us here tonight. I'm Carl Hauser. It's Dakota State basketball on Jam & Country FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. Wilbur Ellis halftime report wrapping up here. A couple of scores to pass along with about 11 or 12 minutes left in the second half. Waldorf leading Viterbo 50-41. And then do have Mayville State looks like they are leading Presentation 34-17. Not sure if that is at halftime or into the third or into the second half, but Waldorf warming up here down at the student section end for Dakota State. Dakota State students are cheering on the Bruins to throw down some dunks. Pretty entertaining. 34-21 is the advantage here for the Bellevue Bruins. Very balanced offensive attack as they shot 60% in that first half. And with the 13-point lead, getting 5 points there late in that first half. And so Dakota State will need to rally, need to pick things up on the offensive side of things if they want to climb back into this one. Also, a couple of FCS football scores to pass along. Second round action here today. Illinois State defeated Central Arkansas on the road 24-14. Montana thrashed Southeast Louisiana 73-28. Montana State defeated Albany 47-21. North Dakota State defeating Nicholls State 37-13. James Madison was all over Monmouth 66-21. Northern Iowa got by South Dakota State 13-10. And Weber State held on to defeat Kennesaw State 26-20. The only other FCS game that hasn't started yet, Sacramento State hosting Austin P. That game comes up at 8 p.m. Central this evening, being played out in Sacramento. Well, that was the Wilbur Ellis halftime report. Wilbur Ellis specializing in dry and liquid fertilizers, DeKalb and Asgrow seeds, and custom application of fertilizers. Contact them today at 489-2171. Wilbur Ellis, where they never stop looking ahead. So second half action, the Bruins in their purple jerseys, the Trojans in their white. Bruins moving left to right in the second half as you see it, right to left. Ufata, McGreal, Bruin, Van Holland, and Elder on for the Trojans. And it is Harris, King, Dukes, Wiltz, and Hayes for the Bruins. So a turnover on the first possession of the second half on the Bruins. It's Dakota State basketball as they move right to left. Bruin on the near wing. Back up top to Elder, down into the blocks to McGreal on the right side. McGreal, a little spinner on move on Hayes is up and good. Josh McGreal with 6 points in the game. First bucket of this second half, 34-23 in favor of Bellevue during a minute gone by. Wiltz with the basketball, dribbles to the free throw line, gives it off to Dukes. Dukes dribble handoff to King. King top of the key, dribble handoff to Wiltz. Wiltz on the drive to the right block, gets the baseline, kicks it out, and his pass is taken away by Ufata. And then Ufata stepped out of bounds. Substitutions here, Dixon and Mitchell. Dixon and Mitchell check back in here for Bellevue. So just over a minute gone by in this second half. Bruins will maintain possession as they inbound it. Ball kicked to the near wing to Dukes. Dukes dribbles, hands it off to King. King, three on the way, no. Van Hollen with the rebound, then a foul called down low. And it's going to be called on McGreal. McGreal picks up his third personal foul and first of this second half. So Josh McGreal is in foul trouble. Well, Dakota State go to the bench at the moment. It looks like they will not. So a foul on the rebound keeps the ball in possession of the Bruins. They inbound quickly down low. This is King, and King traveled with the basketball. And kind of lost the ball in transition. King then tried to reposition himself and travel with the ball. Meanwhile, substitutions, Harris and Mitchell checking in for Bellevue. Brady Elder setting up the offense. Working to the far wing to Ufata. Ufata skies over Hayes but can't finish. Contact in the air Gary Ufata with an explosive step. It looks like his defender who went for the swipe of the ball missed it. Gar took one dribble and attacked to the far block, and he and Hayes met in midair. And Hayes is called for the personal foul. That is his second personal, team's first of the half, and Gary steps to the line for a pair. As the first free throw is up and good. Substitution. Isaiah Bates will come back in for the Bruins. Lewis Hayes to the bench. .18:34 left, second half, 34-24 in favor of Bellevue. Make it 34-25. Second free throw is good for Ufata. Bruins basketball. King gets a high screen from Bates, dribbles far side, hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell penetrating, kicks near side to Wiltz. Wiltz hands it off to Harris. Harris spins lane, feeds it down low to Bates. Bates, reverse layup off the mark, and then a foul is going to be called on Isaiah Bates. Bates' first personal, team second of the half. Great motion offense by Bellevue here this evening. Bates could not finish on a contested wraparound jumper. Then foul on the play. Here's Elder to the high blocks to Mitchell, or to McGreal, and we've got an injured Bruin player down. That possession defensively for Bellevue looked like someone got bumped, chipped on a screen. And the injured player is Isaiah Bates, junior from Sacramento, California, and our athletic trainers here. Nate Schiefert for Dakota State out on the court assisting his counterpart for Bellevue, and Mr. Bates favoring that right knee. You have to think that he locked or hit knees with either a teammate or one of the Dakota State players, and Bates is going to get help off the court here, which is good to see. Again, a couple of bodies got tangled up in the paint, did not exactly see, as Isaiah Bates is going to get help off the courts. So was a foul called? Oh, there was a foul called, and it was actually called on Bates. So Bates is called for his second personal, team's third of the half.
Get to it. Get to it. No, it's either or. Here we go. They come together. They come together for the
And Dakota State will keep the basketball. There was a foul called against Bellevue, so the ball will be inbounded with 21 seconds on the shot clock, and it's going to be inbounded to McGreal on the near corner. McGreal working on Hayes, gets into the paint, little spin around. Oh, a little up and under move by McGreal. A beautiful move down low as he takes Hayes to class. 34-27. 7-point lead here for the Bruins. Harris with the basketball, dribbling, kicks out to Mitchell on the left wing. Mitchell drives to the free throw line, keeps his dribble going, pops out to this near wing, the right wing. Gets it out to Hayes. Hayes replacing Mitchell near side. Hayes now on the drive, looks to finish through contact and cannot. Left the layup just short. Elder came away with the rebound. Brady Elder, the junior from Pleasantville, Iowa, setting up the offense on the near wing. Elder into the hands of Van Hollen. Van Hollen looking to the blocks to McGreal. Ball is poked away by Hayes. Hayes is able to get it up ahead to Wiltz. Wiltz back to Harris. Harris skies, lays it in for two, and contact, and it's an and one for Niami Hayes. Hayes able to come down cleanly. And substitution here as Dukes will check in for Bellevue. And who was the foul called on? I believe it was it called on Elder? It was. Brady Elder picks up his first personal, team second of the half. And the free throw for Harris is good. He completes the old-fashioned three-point play. First points of the second half for Bellevue, nearing 17 minutes to go in regulation. 37-27, the advantage for the Bruins. Brady Van Hollen on the move, clears room, and jumper up and good. Boy, Connor Dukes stumbled backwards. Van Hollen gets the bucket, may have been pushed. 37-29 in favor of Bellevue. They're on the offensive side, moving left to right. Here's Dukes penetrating and finishes off the glass, skying by McGreal. So count the bucket for Dukes. He's got 10 points to lead Bellevue. 39-29, the Bruins lead. Brady Van Holland with the basketball. The sophomore from Sioux Falls passes far side to Ufata. Ufata lost the basketball, got it back, kicks the near side. Brady Elder steps in, and a two is up and good for Brady Elder. 39-31, getting some subs checking in here on the next dead ball for Bellevue, and now Harris is called for a travel. Wiltz and King checking back in. And Vaj Rice, number 23 junior from Cerritos, California, checks in for the first time for Bellevue. We've got a timeout on the floor. 16:15 left in this second half, 39-31. Bellevue leading Dakota State. We've got a timeout on the court. You're listening to Dakota State basketball here on FM 103. We're back after this 30-second break.
Saturday night's leaving you hungry? Start your Sunday morning off with an all-you-can-eat buffet at the 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Every Sunday from 9 to 2, the 2nd Street Diner has a brunch buffet with something to please even the pickiest of eaters. So sleep in, then eat up every Sunday morning from 9 to 2 with the all-you-can-eat brunch buffet at 2nd Street Diner in Madison. Follow 2nd Street Diner on Facebook today.
2nd Street Diner.
Welcome back to the DSU Fieldhouse. Crash back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. We dive deeper into the second half. 39-31 Bellevue leading Dakota State. Turnover there before the timeout. It's Dakota State basketball. As the Trojans move right to left. Elder setting up the offense, dribbling to the far wing. Now a high post entry to Bruin. Bruin coming in out of the timeout. Bruin not much doing, keeps his dribble going, works to the near baseline, and good defense. Pass back out to Elder. Elder nearly had it taken away by King. Elder kicks to the near wing to Bruin. Bruin into the box. This is McGreal with 6 on the shot clock. McGreal turnaround J. Oh, silky! Josh McGreal, a turnaround jumper on the baseline. 39-33, the Bruins with the lead. Good defense by Rice, just a better play by McGreal. King gets a high screen from Rice. King now finds himself open, kicks to the near wing. 3 on the way, no. Rebound fought for, now it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. Substitutions, checking back in, Hayes and Mitchell. Hayes and Mitchell check in. Bruins inbound. Here's King getting some space baseline. Does he finish through traffic? No. Can't finish through contact. Then the defense for the Trojans can't grab the basketball, and it's out on Dakota State. Bruins will maintain possession. Substitution here as Gavin Schipper checks back in for Dakota State. 15-19 left in this second half. Ball is inbounded, nearly taken away by the Trojans. Oh, and now it is going to be Trojan basketball as Jaron Dixon stepped on the end line. Rice back in. And who else slipped back in here? Oh, number 12, Wiltz. Wilson Rice back in for the Bruins. Again, they're substituting at almost every dead ball. Elder with the basketball for the Trojans to the high post to Schipper. Schipper makes a move on Dukes, gets Dukes in the air. Shot is up, no, but a foul. Great pump fake down low by Gavin Schipper, got Dukes in the air. Dukes first personal foul, team's 4th of the half. And 2 free throws upcoming here for Gavin Schipper. Schipper with 2 points so far in the game. First free throw is up and good. 39-34. 5-point lead here for Bellevue. Second one for Shipper. This one good as well. Dakota State's pulled back within 4, 39-35. I believe the largest lead right around 11 in this contest for Bellevue. Hayes back into the game. Hayes gets the ball down low, and a beautiful finish down low for Hayes, his first bucket of the second half. He's got 8 in the game, 41-35. 41-35 Bellevue. Elder setting up the offense for the Trojans into the hands of Shipper. Shipper looking into the blocks, but nothing doing. Back out to Elder. Elder back to Shipper. 10 on the shot clock. Elder with the basketball. Elder gets a high screen from McGreal. Elder working on the right side. Attacks. Can he finish through contact? No, but a foul is called. Foul is going to be called here on King. Jamel King's third personal, team's fifth of the half. Brady Elder is going to step to the line for 2. So 2 free throws upcoming here for Elder as he steps to the line for the first time in this game. First free throw is up and good.
Coach, 30, Jamil.
Jamel King with 3 personals. Elder's second on the way. This one hard off the iron, no. Defensive rebound collected in by Dixon. 1 of 2 on the trip for Elder, 41-36. Bellevue with the lead. King on the drive, left side of the lane. Shot is up, but off the mark, can't finish. Defensive rebound collected in and into the hands of Gara Ufata. Ufata working on Dixon on this near side. They want to get the ball into the McGreal. Good job there by Hayes. Now back out to Elder for the Trojans. To the far wing, Shipper. Shipper on the drive. Baseline floater off the mark, no. And Mitchell pulls in the defensive rebound for the Bruins. Mitchell to King. Now well at top to Hayes to the near side, Dixon. Dixon on the drive, kicks far wing, Dukes. 3 is on the way, hard off the iron, no. Long rebound collected in by Shipper. Gavin Shipper back the other way, running an odd man run. Beats in the hands of Elder. Elder drives right side. Can he finish? No, but he's hit hard. And Brady Elder will be helped up. Great attack there by Brady Elder. And he'll step back to the line for a pair. Foul's going to be called on Dukes. That's his second personal, team 6 of the half. And Dakota State's going to be in the bonus for the rest of the way with 13:25 left in the second half. Brady Elder back to the line for a pair. First free throw for Elder, good. Sub will check in. Harris will come in. King will check out. First free throw, Elder good. He'll have another. I believe Dakota State wants a timeout after this free throw. Women's game earlier tonight, Bellevue victorious 80-70 as Elder can't hit the free throw. 1 of 2 once again for Brady. He's got 7 points in the game. 4-point lead for Bellevue, 41-37. Dakota State's played well so far in the second half. Harris with the basketball, dribbles the free throw line, has it off to Dixon. Dixon to the near side, Hayes in the near block. Hayes working on McGreal. Hayes double team, little turnaround jumper is up and good. Lewis Hayes to 10 points. 43-37 in favor of Bellevue. Elder. Foul comes back near side to Shipper. Shipper, nice move, gets in the lane, tries to finish, cannot. A lot of contact down low, no foul is called. And ball will stay in possession of Dakota State. Connor Dukes checks out. Jalen Wiltz checks in for Bellevue, and a timeout will be on the court. 12:46 left in the second half. 43-37. Bellevue leading Dakota State in our second of 2 here in this men's-women's doubleheader. 6-point lead for the Bruins in the men's game. Timeout is on the court. We'll pause as well. You're listening to the Dakota State basketball on Jammin' Country FM 103.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such thing as an inexpensive repair, and there's no time for downtime. That's why it pays to contact F&M Co-op Oil and ask about the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years or 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex Premium Fuels and Lubricants. You can even get the Cenex Total Protection Plan for your used equipment. Contact F&M Co-op Oil in Madison, your certified Cenex distributor, today.
Back at the DSU Fieldhouse, 6-point advantage for the Bellevue Bruins, 43-37 as the Trojans inbound to the far corner. Inbound into McGreal, working on the far block. Little turnaround jumper, yes! Josh McGreal starting to heat up a bit here in the second half. He and Hayes battling things out in the low blocks. Bruins back the other way. Mitchell on the drive, looking to hand it off. It's to the short corner to Hayes, kicks back out to Mitchell. Mitchell drives into the lane, shot is up off the mark. Couldn't finish through contact, and a defensive rebound into the hands of McGreal. Josh with 12 points to lead the way here for the Trojans, 43-39, and now a foul is called away from the basketball. It's going to be called on Jalen Wiltz. Wiltz is called for a hold. That's his third personal, team's 7th of the half, and so Dakota State's in the bonus with 12:14 left. It's going to be Gavin Schipper stepping to the line. He's 2 of 2 so far and hoping to earn the bonus. Free throw off the mark. Hayes pulls in the defensive rebound. Got to punish at the line if you're in the bonus with over half of the second half left. Bruins basketball on the drive. Wiltz passes it to Mitchell. Mitchell works to Dixon, now to Harris. Harris driving, kicks back out to Mitchell. Mitchell dribble handoff to Dixon, top of the key. Dixon looking to hand it off to Harris. Harris wasn't looking. You fought it, takes the basketball away, gives it to Schipper. Schipper on the break, block, but a foul. A foul is called. It's going to be on number 3, Dixon, his second personal and team's 8th. And Gavin Schipper is going to be at the free throw line. And we've got another timeout on the court. So 11:51 left in this second half. 18 fouls against the Bellevue Bruins. And they have a couple of guys with 3 fouls apiece, King, Wiltz, and Harris. And 4 others with 2 fouls apiece. So let's keep things here. It's going to be interesting to see. Dakota State needs to take advantage of what potentially could be a fair amount of opportunities at the free throw line. They trail 43-39, and Bellevue has left a couple of contested layups short, but their offense maybe slowing down just a little bit. They shot 60% in that first half. They're down to 51%. Meanwhile, Dakota State has gotten their shooting percentage up to 43%. Dakota State just 1 for 7 from the three-point line so far in this one. And really, maybe one if actually 8+ minutes into this second half. I'm not sure if Dakota State maybe 1 3-point field goal attempted in this second half so far. So coming out of the timeouts, it's Gavin Schipper at the line for a pair where he is 2 for 3 so far in this contest. And now a question here at the scorer's table. Seem to have things squared away. So 2 free throws here upcoming for Schipper. First one in and out. Schipper made his first 2. He's now missed his last 2. Got to take advantage of these opportunities at the charity stripe. Second one for Schipper, good. So now 3 of 5 on the evening. It is a 3-point Bruins lead, 43-40. Jamel King checking in at the timeout. He's got the basketball to the far wing to Wiltz. Wiltz skips to the near side, Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles up top, hands it off to Wiltz. Wiltz kicking it to Harris. Harris to the far block to Hayes. Hayes and McGreal going at it. And Hayes is called for an offensive foul, a charge. And that is going to be Hayes' third personal and team's 9th of the half. So pause here as we get a towel out on the court. Josh McGreal able to step up and take the charge, much to the chagrin of Hayes. So now 4 players with 3 fouls apiece for the Bellevue Bruins. So Dakota State basketball, Brady Van Hollen checking back into the game. Elder, Van Hollen, Schipper, McGreal, and Urfata. Urfata will get the ball out near half court from Elder. Gary surveying the scene. Not much doing. Urfata gets a screen, gets to the baseline. Reverse layup is up and good. Gary Urfata, a beautiful reverse layup as he's got 6 points in the contest, and it's down to a 1-point Bruin lead, 43-42. Wiltz dribble drive, gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell on the move, finds Harris. Harris left side lane. Nice spin move by Harris, can't finish through contact, and Elder pulls in the defensive rebound. 10:45 left in this second half. Momentum squarely on the Trojan side. Schipper with the basketball in the near wing. Up top to Elder. Elder on the drive and has his shot blocked by King. They battle for the rebound, and Elder stepped out of bounds. Nice block by Jamel King down low. Elder then chased after the basketball, couldn't come up with it. And a substitution here for Bellevue. Good to see. Checking back in is Isaiah Bates. Bates got hurt in that first half. He is back in as Hayes comes out. King, a dribble handoff here to Wiltz. Top of the key to Bates. Bates will come back near side to King. King gets a screen from Bates. King lost the dribble, had it taken away. Coming away with the basketball is McGreal and the Trojans. DSU basketball trailing by 1, 43-42, nearing halfway through the second half. Gary Urfata working on the near wing against Harris. And back up top to Schipper. Schipper kicks back out to Urfata. Urfata on the drive. He's called for an offensive foul. Gary Urfata called for the offensive foul, his first personal, team's 3rd of this half. Substitutions here for the Trojans. Costello checking back in. Rentz back in as well. And checking back in for the Bruins, number 3 Dixon and number 10 Dukes. Bruin basketball leading by 1, just over halfway through the second half, 43-42 in favor of Bellevue, and now a foul called on the baseline. It's going to go against Van Hollen, his first personal, team's 4th of the half. And we'll get substitutions here. King, Hayes, and Mitchell checking back in. Harris, Wiltz out, as well as Bates. Ball inbounded to Mitchell on the near wing. Mitchell into the blocks to Hayes. Hayes in the short corner near side. Back out to Mitchell. Launches up the 3. Off the iron, no. Urfata soars for the rebound. Trojans back the other way. Van Hollen clear space. 3 on the way for the lead. No. Rebound King on the backside for Bellevue. 9.5 left in the second half. 43-42. Bruins with the advantage by 1. Dukes on the drive. Scoop layup, no good, but a foul is going to be called. Foul is called on Van Hollen of the Trojans, his second personal, team's 5th of the half. Substitutions for both sides. Elder and McGreal back in for the Trojans. And that's it. Never mind on the Bruin substitutions. Bellevue will inbound on their offensive baseline. They'll show a 4-low look. 43-42. Dakota State outscoring Bellevue 21-9 in the second half. Here's King on the drive off the backboard. Can't finish from the left side. Contested shot. Costello pulls in the rebound. Trojans moving right to left. Brady Elder calling for a high screen. Gets it from McGreal. Elder kicks near wing to Schipper. Shipper wanted in the post to McGreal, but good defense. Here's Costello at the high post, kicks back out to Rentz. Near side to Shipper. 8 on the shot clock. Gavin Shipper to the high post to Costello. Costello on the drive through 2 defenders. Shot is partially blocked. Hayes got a piece of that one. Defensive rebound for the Bruins. King with the basketball, top of the key. King finds some space. Can he finish? Yes. Jamil King finishes. Found a crease in the defense. He's got 6 points in the game. 3-point lead for Bellevue. 45-42. Elder with the basketball. Screen from McGreal. They switch players. High post entry to McGreal. Turns and faces. Long 2 on the way. Off the iron, no. And a rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Bruins. Hayes and Dixon both battling after that one. Substitutions as Harris and Wiltz back in for Bellevue. 8:13 left in this second half, 45-42 in favor of Bellevue. The officials are discussing things. 20 seconds on the shot clock, okay.
Hey, let's get a back door, though. The decoy's going to try to back door it first.
Elder will trigger the inbounds on this near side offensive baseline, looking for Shipper. Nothing doing. Has to get it in. Shipper out near half court. Shipper saves it. It's taken away, though, by Dukes. Dukes back the other way, lays it off the glass for 2, and a disastrous inbound results in a turnover, and Dukes with 12. Back-to-back buckets for Bellevue. They lead 47-42. Elder dribbles near wing. Guarded tightly by Dixon. Gets into the hands of Shipper. Shipper on the far side. Back up top to Rentz. Rentz, 3 on the way. Need it. Got it. Carson Rentz will have his first bucket of 3 from downtown. And it's 47-45 in favor of Bellevue. Here's Harris. Dribble handoff to Dukes on this near side. Dukes dribbles up top. Gives it off to Dixon. Now Harris. Harris dribbles in the lane. Good spin move. Looks down low to Hayes. Hayes dunks it with authority. Oh my goodness. Lewis Hayes through 2 defenders. Throws it down with 2 hands. And it's 49-45 in favor of the Bruins. A power move down low by Lewis Hayes. Back the other way, Brady Elder. And Elder's going to be fouled as he went for the spin move. Reach in there by Jaron Dixon. Dixon picks up his 3rd personal and team's 10th of the half. Dixon picks up his 3rd. It is the 10th against the Bellevue Bruins as Brady Elder will step to the line for a pair. As the first for Elder is up and good. Substitutions for the Bruins. King and Bates checking back in. Meanwhile, Van Holland and Uefata back in for the Trojans. 7:09 left in this second half, 49-46. Bellevue with the advantage as Brady Elder steps to the line for the second of 2. Free throw up, free throw no good. Defensive rebound collected in by Niame Harris. Harris gives it off to King, comes to the near side. Wiltz to the high post, Bates. Bates far wing to Dukes. Dukes gets a screen on the move into the lane. Kicks out to King. King double team, kicks near side. Dukes. Dukes on the drive baseline, clears space, kicks out up top to Harris. Swung far side to Wiltz. 3 on the way. Yes! Jalen Wiltz hits the 3. That's his first bucket of the game. And it's 52-46 in favor of the Bellevue Bruins. They lead by 6 with 6:33 left in this second half. And a timeout is on the court. 6-point lead for the Bellevue Bruins. You're listening to the Dakota State basketball here on Jammin' Country FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. A timeout is on the court. We will pause as well. We're back after this 30-second break.
Did you know if you're a Community Center Madison member and you're looking for different hours other than the Community Center operation hours, you can buy a 24-hour Wellness Studio key fob for just $35. The Wellness Studio is located at Madison City Hall, 116 West Center Street on the 2nd floor. Work out on your own time. The studio offers cardio and weight machines along with a stretching area and dumbbells. The Community Center in Madison wishes DSU Athletics the best of luck this season. Go Trojans!
Back at the DSU Fieldhouse, 6:33 left in the second half. 52-46 is the advantage for the Bellevue Bruins here over the Dakota State Trojans. Crash Engineering back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. It's been a fantastic game thus far. Dakota State pulled within one, had a couple of chances to pull ahead, could not. Big three there by Jalen Wiltz. That was Wiltz's first bucket of the contest, and this Bellevue team dominated by upperclassmen. It is all juniors and seniors, sans one freshman on the team who has not played in this contest. So 6-point lead here for the Bruins. It is Trojan basketball inbounded to Carson Rentz. Rentz top of the key, gives it back to Elder, who inbounded the basketball. Elder being guarded by Wiltz. Elder directing traffic into the hands of Van Hollen. To the near side, this is Rentz. Rentz now into the corner to Van Hollen, 10 on the shot clock. And Van Hollen has the basketball poked away. It's kicked up ahead by Bellevue to Dukes. Dukes is going to be fouled. And boy, that may be or could have been called an intentional foul, as the foul is called on Brady Elder, his second personal, team 6th of the half. And 2 free throws upcoming here for Connor Dukes. Van Hollen had ball stripped away from him, and then it was Hayes who came away with the it was Bates who came away with the basketball and just headmanned the ball up ahead. Dukes ran underneath it, then was fouled. Misses the front end. Second one on the way, that one is good. 1 of 2 on the trip. It's 53-46. 53-46. Yeah, we've got music coming over the speaker system, but nothing is plugged in. Apparently something is playing on the scoreboard for whatever reason. Not exactly sure what's going on. They accidentally had a video playing on the video board behind the scorer's table. Free throw does count. Ball nearly a 5-second call as the Trojans inbound the basketball, and Brady Holland is injured and perhaps re-injuring that left ankle. And so we're going to get Shaq Russell to check in for the first time tonight. Shaq, number 12, a 6-foot junior guard from Van Nuys, California. And not a good sign for Dakota State. Brady Elder wanting to get the ball inbounded to him and ended up tweaking that ankle injury. And so Shaq Russell comes into the game for the first time. Van Hollen inbounding on the far side, and now a timeout is going to be called. Eddie Van Hollen's having issues getting the ball inbounded. Not sure if there was even a pick set, and will have to burn a timeout. Let's keep things here as it is a short timeout. 6:06 left in the second half. 53-46 is the advantage here for the Bellevue Bruins, and it is in fact going to be a full timeout, so why don't we take a timeout as well instead. 6:06 left in our second half of the men's matchup. 53-46 Bellevue leading Dakota State. Timeout is on the court. We'll pause as well. We're back after this 30-second break on FM 103.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison wishes the Dakota State University Trojans good luck in their game. Enjoy 50-cent win Wednesdays of both traditional and wellness with several flavors to choose from 5 to 10. Plus 18 flat screen TVs, pool tables, and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison also has a breakfast menu on Saturdays and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is a proud supporter of DSU athletics and wishes the Trojans good luck in their game.
Dakota State having to burn a timeout on an inbounds play where they could not get it inbounds, and so just over 6 minutes left in this second half. 53-46 is the advantage for the Bellevue Bruins. Getting a chuckle here. Coach Gabriel of the Bruins being informed he has 5 timeouts. I think he was trying to plead that he hasn't called a timeout yet here in this game. Shaq Russell will inbound. They will put 4 players in a line out near half court. Inbounded Ufata in the backcourt here for Dakota State. 6 minutes to go, 7-point lead for the Bruins. Ufata with the basketball, working on the near side, top of the key. Gary on the drive, working against Harris, and a blocking foul is going to be called against the Bruins. That's going to be on Harris. That's his 4th personal. And already in the double bonus is Dakota State, so Gary will step to the line for a pair. Looks like we can get substitutions here from both sides after the first free throw. Not much disagreement there from Harris. First one for Ufata is off the mark. Dakota State has missed 7 free throws in this contest. As substitutions, Dixon will check back in for Bellevue. Meanwhile, Gavin Schipper back in for Dakota State as Ufata hits the back end of 2. 53-47, 6-point lead for the Bruins. 5:45 left in the second half. On the drive near side, King kicks out to Hayes. Hayes then lost the basketball, goes right to Dukes though. Dukes will kick it back out to King. 10 on the shot clock here for the Bruins. King driving right side, now goes left side, comes back middle lane, little fadeaway jumper up. Oh, it drips in. Jamel King able to get a little nice friendly roll. 55-47 in favor of Bellevue. Shaq Russell isolated on the far wing, looking up top to Ufata. Russell spins into the lane, looking to pass it off, and the ball is taken away by the Bruins. Into the hands of Dixon, and now King. King to Dixon. Connor Dukes will get a touch. Now Wiltz. Dixon. King. Weaving offense here for the Bellevue Bruins. High screen, King splits the screen, dribbles to the near wing. Jamel King finding room, gets to the rim. Can he finish? No. Schipper pulls in the rebound. I think King wanted a goaltending call, a hand reach through the netting. Schipper with the basketball. Ooh, nearly carried the ball. Here's a post entry pass to McGreal in the far blocks. McGreal to Russell. Russell can't finish, but a foul is called on the Bruins. Good passing as Shaq Russell cut down the lane. Foul is called on Wiltz, his 4th personal. And 2 free throws upcoming here for Shaq Russell. Russell having to come in due to Brady Elder tweaking his ankle. So Shaq getting his first chance to score some points in this contest. Free throw up, free throw is off the mark. Substitution here for the Bruins. Checking back in is Harris. And Brady Elder looking to check back in as well. That's a good sign. Second free throw here for Russell.
Look out!
Free throw off the mark. Russell misses both. 4:20 left in this second half. 8-point lead for the Bruins. Dakota State brought it within 1, couldn't get over the hump. 8-point advantage here for Bellevue. Weaving offense here, casting the ball outside the arc. King on the attack, kicks near corner. Dixon. Dixon gets in the lane, finds room, feeds it off to Hayes. Hayes is fouled. Foul is going to be called as Lewis Hayes got the feed from Jamel King. And 2 free throws upcoming here for Lewis Hayes. Foul is called on Ufata, his 2nd personal, team 7, so the Bruins are in the bonus here for the rest of the game. Free throw is up and good for Lewis Hayes. Hayes with 10 points in the game, his first visit to the charity stripe here tonight. Brady Elder checking back in for Dakota State. Second free throw short for Hayes. Brady Van Hollen picks up the rebound. 9-point lead with under 4 to go here for Bellevue. Dakota State basketball. Ufata working left side of the lane. Shot is up and good. Harris did not want to pick up his 5th personal, so Ufata able to get the bucket to go. 9 points for Gary. It's 56-49. Again, weaving offense, taking time off the clock for the Bruins. Jamel King, staggered high screen from Hayes. King now double team, kicks it to the far corner to Harris. Now skip near side. Dixon 3 on the way. Oh, halfway down, tip back by Hayes, won't go. Rebound is loose, and Dixon comes up with it for the Bruins. 3:15 left in the second half, 56-49 in favor of Bellevue as they get a second chance on this possession. 10 on the shot clock. Dixon working left side of the lane, gives it to Hayes. Hayes down the lane through contact, can't finish. And a defensive rebound collected in by Elder. Elder working top of the key, double team, kicks it back out to Van Hollen. Van Hollen on the drive, working down the lane. Shot is up and good. Van Elder able to work through some contact. And it's 56-51, 2:40 left in this second half. 5-point lead for the Bruins. They've got the basketball, working left to right. Weaving, dribble, handing off, killing time on the clock. Hayes with it. Hayes will give it off to King. King, high screen from Hayes, doesn't use it. King goes down the right side of the lane. Shot is up off the mark. And a defensive rebound and collected in by Shipper. 2:15 to go, second half. 5-point lead for Bellevue. Shipper to the blocks to McGreal on the far side. McGreal, great spin move, can't finish with a dunk, but Hayes is called for a reach-in foul. Lewis Hayes tried to poke the ball away, instead called for the foul, his fourth personal. Josh McGreal will step to the line for the first time here tonight. Dakota State just 9 of 18 from the charity stripe in this one. And the first free throw is up and good for McGreal. 13 points now for Josh on the evening. Free throw on the way. Free throw is good. He hits both. 56-53 in favor of Bellevue, and we're going to get a timeout on the court. 3-point lead with 2:04 left in the second half. We're heading down the home stretch and a dandy of a matchup to open up North Star Athletic Association play for the 2019-2020 season. Bellevue by 3 over Dakota State. Timeout is on the floor. We pause as well. You're listening to DSU basketball on FM 103. Back after this 30-second break.
At Mustang Seeds, we're planting your future. To us, that means continuously refining our seed technologies to present the most desirable traits. But it also means doing business the way it all started 55 years ago. Strong seed from a third-generation family business. We guess you could say it's genetic. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. To find the perfect seed solutions for your operation, contact your local dealer or visit mustangseeds.com.
56-53. Bellevue University out of Nebraska leading Dakota State University out of Madison by a 3-point margin. It is Bellevue basketball. Harris, Dixon, Dukes, King, and Hayes on the court for the Bruins. In their purple jerseys here this evening, waiting for the Trojans to come out on the court. It'll be Elder, Shipper, Ufata, McGreal, and Van Hollen for Dakota State. So, possession. Oh, where's the possession? Possession does favor Dakota State. Bellevue inbounding on the near side. It's inbounded to Dixon, guarded by Van Hollen. Dixon into the hands of Harris on this near side. Harris looking to drive baseline, working on Shipper, nothing doing. Harris now does get baseline. Double team, picked up his dribble, gives it off to Hayes. Hayes at the near high post, spins on McGreal, shot is up and good. Lewis Hayes with a big bucket there. He's got 12, and it's 58-53 in favor of Bellevue. Elder, top of the key to Ufata. Into the hands of Van Hollen on the near side. Van Hollen working to the blocks on Dukes. Van Hollen will turn up, jumper is up and good. Brady Van Hollen with 8 points in the contest. 58-55, 3-point lead for the Bruins. 1:22 and counting left. Dixon with the basketball for the Bruins. Hands it off to Dukes. Dukes to the far wing, looking to King, and it's off the fingertips of King and out of bounds. King and Dukes not on the same page. And a turnover on the Bruins. Dakota State will have it with 1:16 left. And now Dakota State wants to call a timeout. Well, here we go. 1:16 left in this second half. 58-55 in favor of Bellevue. Dakota State has the basketball, and a full timeout is taken. Let us keep things here. Crash is back at the studios. I'm Carl Hauser. Dakota State shooting 45% in this contest. They have been hot in this second half. Bellevue at 49%. They've come down a little bit. Dakota State is outscoring Bellevue by 10 in this second half. And so, 1:16 left. Don't need a three necessarily on this possession. Dakota State just 2 of 9 from downtown. Versus Bellevue is 4 of 14. So, regardless, Dakota State needs points on this possession for sure, as they got the ball on a turnover. 18 turnovers on the night for Bellevue, 10 for Dakota State. It will be interesting to look at some of our numbers, team numbers from this one when it's all said and done. Of course, the Mustang Seeds post-game show coming up at the conclusion of this one. Our second game of the day, it was the Bellevue women winning 80-70 in the first game tonight. So Dakota State will inbound in the backcourt. Pressure will be shown. It's inbounded to Brady Van Hollen. Van Hollen will give it back to Elder, who inbounded the basketball. Nearing a minute to go in this second half. 3-point lead for the Bruins. Trojans with the basketball. Elder picked up his dribble, gives it off to Schipper. Schipper replaces Elder up top, now into the hands of Ufata. Ufata on the drive, look to kick it away. Oh, it's taken away by the Bruins. Ufata lost the handles on the basketball. And Harris is able to come away with it. So Ufata lost the basketball on the drive. Looked like he wanted to pass it off to McGreal. And now with 47.4 seconds left in the second half, still a 3-point lead here for Bellevue, 58-55, and another timeout is on the court. We will pause this time. It's Dakota State basketball here on Jammin' Country FM 103 and AmazingMadison.com. 58-55, Bellevue leading Dakota State, and we're back to the DSU Fieldhouse after this 30-second break on Jammin' Country.
Heartland Consumers Power District would like to wish the Dakota State Trojans good luck this season. This is Casey Crabtree, Heartland's Director of Economic Development. I'm excited to work with businesses here in Madison to help them grow and thrive. If you're looking to expand your business or in need of low-interest financing, give me a call at 256-6536. Heartland is proud to deliver reliable energy and services to the city of Madison. We believe in the power of forward thinking and want to be your trusted community partner and leader in our industry. Good luck, Trojans.
Welcome back. 3-point advantage for the Bellevue Bruins, 47.4 seconds left in this second half as the Bellevue Bruins have possession of the basketball after the turnover. So both teams in the bonus. Dakota State's in the double bonus. And now we are ready to play. So would have to think that, I don't know, Dakota State, they'll let this possession play out. 20 on the shot clock as Harris comes over the timeline. Harris will kick back out to Dixon. Dixon into the hands of Harris. And now Harris is going to be fouled by Van Hollen. Van Hollen's third personal and team's 8th. Naomi Harris will step to the line. He is 1 for 1 in the game so far. 10 seconds came off the clock. 37.1 is left on our game clock. So 1-and-1 situation here for Harris. Hoping to build upon this 3-point lead. Free throw is up and good for Harris, and he does earn the bonus. 59-55. Now hoping to make it a 2-possession game as Harris at the line. Free throw up, free throw good, and it is a 5-point lead at 60-55. Harris calmly steps to the line and hits 2. Here's Ufata, transition 3, yes! Gary Ufata hits the 3 in transition. And that makes it a 2-point game at 60-58. Wow, talk about going down the court and shooting with confidence. Ufate brought it down the court, pulled up for a shade off of top of the key and buries it with a hand in his face. So those 2 free throws, massive by Harris, as it's a 2-point lead at 60-58. Shot clock is going to be off. 29.2 seconds left in this second half. And Dakota State calls the timeout. That may have been their final timeout. If not, they maybe have one left. But we're going to have a thriller of an ending here. 60-58. 29.2 on the game clock, so shot clock is off. Dakota State likely to try and go for the steal on the inbounds. Have to think that they would put forth full court pressure. And then if they cannot get the turnover, well, probably have to then foul sooner rather than later. But a big 3 hit there by Gari. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12 points for Ufata, including 11 in this second half. Excuse me, math is wrong there. 12 points with 10 of them come in the second half. There we are. So teams checking back out on the courts. Dakota State, will they guard the inbounds? Yes. Or no, they will not. Harris to inbound, he gets it into Dixon, goes right back to Harris. And Harris will be fouled immediately by Schipper. Schipper's first personal foul, team's 9th, so Niame Harris, who just hit 2 free throws, steps back to the line, has to earn it once again. 26.5 seconds on the clock. 60-58, Bellevue with the advantage over Dakota State. Harris back at the line. Free throw on the way. Free throw is good by Harris. It's a 3-point lead for the Bruins. Harris will get another. 61-58, 26.5 on our game clock. Shot clock off in the second half. Harris to give his team a 4-point advantage. Free throw up, free throw good. 5 for 5 for Harris at the charity stripe. 61-58, ball inbounded to Ufata, some light full court pressure. Here's Van Hollen, 3 on the way. Yes! Van Hollen hits the 3. We're tied with 18 seconds. No timeout called. No timeout called. 3 is good. And they're going to add a couple of seconds on the clock. Boy, a hand in the face. Brady Van Hollen hits a cold-blooded 3. And we are tied at 61s. Or did they just call that a 2? It should be 61 all. I would think that they'd want to address this sooner rather than later, and a foul was that. They've got 62-61 in favor of Bellevue, and I thought, maybe did I miss? I thought that was a tie ball game. My mistake. Okay, my mistake. I forgot to mark off that last free throw. So it was a 4-point game. And now it is a 2-point game as Dixon steps to the line and hits the free throw. Foul was called on Van Hollen, his 4th personal, team's 10th. So my mistake, I was ahead. Free throw up, it's gonna rattle around off the mark. Van Hollen with the rebound, and then Brady Elder lost the basketball. And now more clock issues as the Trojans turned the basketball over. Brady Elder came up limping as the outlet pass was just out of his reach. So 63-61, and the clock did not start right away. It has to be 4 or 5 seconds that ran off the clock. So Dixon hit the first, could not hit the second. Dakota State got the rebound, and then they looked to outlet the ball to Elder. And the ball ended up being out of his reach, and it was picked up on the far side by the Bruins. Now the clock never started, so they're looking to take time off the clock. I got lost in my free throw tallies. That 3 by Van Hollen didn't tie the game, but it brought him within 1. So they take 3 seconds off the clock. 16.4 on our game clock. So 2-point lead for the Bruins. It's inbounded to King. King is going to wiggle around in the backcourt and then will be fouled. So stepping the line will be Jameel King. King 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, as the foul was called on Brady Van Hollen, and Van Hollen has fouled out of the game. 13.3 seconds left as Van Hollen fouls out. Carson Rentz will check back in, 63-61 in favor of Bellevue. And King steps to the line looking to give his team or extend out the lead. Free throw up, free throw good for King. Lost in the madness. And Holland fouling out. I think he's had the last three fouls for Dakota State. 64-61 Bruins. Free throw up, free throw good. And a timeout is on the court. 65-61. The advantage here for the Bruins, a 4-point lead as King hits both. And a short timeout taken here. Let's keep things here. So Brady Van Hollen hit a 3 to bring Dakota State within 1 at 62-61. Then the Bruins were able to inbound the basketball, had a foul, and hit 1 of 2 to make it 63-61, but then an outlet pass went errant, and the Bruins got the basketball back, a huge turnover. And then King hitting 2 free throws to give them the 65-61 advantage. So 13.3 left. Don't necessarily need a 3 if you're Dakota State. All depends on how quick you get the ball up the court. But of course, Bellevue obviously is going to bring pressure. Ball is inbounded to Ufata. Time is of the essence. Gari brings the ball over the timeline. Gari will attack from the left side, lays it in for 2. And now a timeout is called. Yeah, more confusion with the scorers table. A learning evening here tonight. Count the bucket for Gare at 65-63. Bellevue will inbound against full court pressure, so Gare making the right decision, attacking to the rack. Ball is inbounded to Dixon. Dixon up ahead to Dukes. Dukes will be fouled on the near side with 3.3 seconds. Foul's going to be called on Josh McGreal, his 4th personal, and 2 free throws coming up here for Connor Dukes. So Dukes will get a pair. Trojans need at least one of these missed. Dukes' free throw in. Rattles around but drops in. Connor now 2 of 3 from the free throw line in the game. 66-63.
No threes, no foul.
Second one on the way. This one is good as well. And that may be the game. 67-63. Ufata will push up the court. Contested 3 up, no good. And that's the end of it. Well, to the end, and a thrilling matchup here this evening between Bellevue and Dakota State. And it's Bellevue squeaking out a win and a hard-fought one. 67-63 is our final here tonight as the Bruins on the road pick up the victory and sweep the men's-women's doubleheader here this evening, as Dakota State drops to 3-9 on the year, 0-1 in NSAA play. Bellevue picks up their 7th victory.